Hello, and welcome
Oh.
to a very, very special version of our show today.
Mm,
That's right, it's the On Point Gaming Podcast.
yes.
I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Guys, I'm here to tell you
Oh,
that I am falling in line. That's right, I'm falling in line. Xbox is the worst. I hate them so much. They're the worst, guys. I'm sorry. This is so sad times. I don't know what to do. Because Xbox just out of nowhere,
mm.
just ruined everything
How? See, tell me how.
because
What
they
did they do?
decided with no other person in the world doing so before them.
Okay.
They decided that $80 was gonna be the new level for games.
That's
And
wild.
I hate them now. Where's Master Chief? You're dead to me, bro. Fucking dead to me. Fucking dead to me.
No, not the chief.
I can't. Fuck this shit. PlayStation. You never go up on prices. I know we made shows about you just going up, but fuck that. That's fake. It's Xbox. Xbox. Wait. I know the Switch was 300 and now they launched at 150 more, 450. And those pre-orders didn't sell out even after hearing about the $80.
Mm.
But it's Microsoft bad. Microsoft bad. Guys, hey, on Twitter, you don't have to come find us. You don't have to come make videos about us. I understand now. I know my role. Microsoft bad. Shame. How could they? They're ruining everything. PlayStation was the one who went up to 70, right? When they started the generation.
Did. You know,
And they
games were
they
chilling
sold
for
more
like
consoles than Xbox.
yes.
Got it.
Listen,
Got it.
games were chilling for $60 for like 15 years, and
Mhm.
PlayStation said we're gonna do something about that. We're gonna make them $70, and I mean the whole world moved right along with it. Within 5 years, between PlayStation and Nintendo, the games went up to $70 and then now $80. But somehow the common denominator is that it's Xbox's fault. It's either their fault or they're doing it, and we need to give them smoke. Because, when you're sitting there and you're like, okay, where do we get quality games? Who is actually pushing and stepping into that, next gen? Really pushing boundaries when it comes to the industry, tapping into places where, Nintendo and PlayStation have not gone yet. And it seems like they're not going to, because the Switch didn't come with the power we thought maybe it'll show up with. It's out here rocking out like a PlayStation 4. And with that, because it's rocking out like a PlayStation 4, right? They deserve an extra $150 because goody for you, right?
Yeah. It's
Right?
funny.
That's awesome.
It's funny.
Fantastic.
I see people talking about the Xbox Series X being more money now. Okay. Um excuse me. So you're saying that it's okay, just be clear, that it's okay to spend $450 on a Switch 2 that's barely more powerful than a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One,
Mm.
but the Series X should be the same price as that. Right? $450 for a digital Series X should be the same price, right? Now, what if it was? That would be great. But what did we tell y'all? We spent how many fucking shows did we do back to back about Nintendo and what their prices were and what their prices were going to do and what their prices meant?
And everybody was
Told ya.
justifying that it's Mario.
Told y'all, motherfuckers.
Mario CMoney. Nintendo gonna sell anyways. This is cool. This
Bro.
is all right.
Fam, I don't listen. I understand the Twitter game, right? People are pumped, right? Oh, this is my chance. It's my chance to show the ponies that I will also clap back at Xbox for anything they do. And fam, if Nintendo didn't jump first, I would be flabbergasted. I would be like, damn, this is wild. $80 Xbox? Really? But Nintendo put that fucking guy in a cart and said that's $80 now. They did it. The same way PlayStation, y'all motherfuckers is tripping. Xbox has always followed price increases when it comes to the games. They don't set them.
What are
They don't set them.
supposed to do? See, buddy, let me ask you a question.
The
Are they
fuck outta
supposed to
here,
stay
bro.
on the side, having the best games out there? They're supposed to stay on the side drooling, watching PlayStation and Nintendo spike up their freaking prices. That's what we're at. That's what we see Xbox doing.
Bro,
Come on, man.
are you fucking shitting
Come
me?
on. The world, for the most part, embraced Nintendo doing what they did. Everything went up. Everything. Even their
Bro.
amiibos, bro, by 50%.
Dude, it's crazy. Now, don't get this twisted. Nobody's asking for more fucking price increases.
No.
That's some crazy shit, right? Nobody wants that. But for y'all to come out and try to put some target on fucking Xbox like these motherfuckers, what? What are they doing? Bitch, they just showed you. When the fuck was that announcement that Nintendo made that they came out and did? Was it last month? Last month, they just told you what was going to come.
Yep.
Where was the gunshots on Nintendo? I mean, we were doing hella content on it, but where was the gunshots? Nowhere. It's Mario. What? Excuse me? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I said Mario. What did I know? What did I know? Fam. Fuck Mario. I don't give a shit about Mario.
I mean, that's what I did. I said, fuck him and his bullshit. I didn't support the freaking Switch. And not because I can't, but because I don't feel like it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me that they're going to go out there and do this bullshit? No. No, thank you. No.
Bro. Listen, we're going to talk about it. All right.
Oh.
I know this is just a build-up. This is just a build-up, a little release. But we're definitely going to talk about it. But before we do any of that, all right, we can't lose sight of what the fuck is going on over here. Okay, actually, before I do any of that, we got some homies who jumped in. So let's get these because they were talking about what we were talking about.
Let's go.
So first of all, you got the homie Cage of Vampiro Borracho with that $2 super chat, my dude.
Vampiro, ¿qué
Thank you, my
pasa?
brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you, homie. Says, imagine if CMoney isn't the one that's late. Ducks chancla. Oh shit.
Oh.
That was Cage.
I mean, Vampiro.
Bro, that chancla is like a boomerang, fam.
Tú estás borracho hoy.
Yo.
Is he trying to say that I'm the one who's freaking making
it wasn't me.
It wasn't what?
I didn't say nothing. It was this month. Cage. Don't let me into that shit.
I see what you're doing, Cage. I see what you're doing.
We got the homie Space Shine in the building. My dude, thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Appreciate you, homie. says
Yo.
Sony already raised the price of their console to 800 plus with the stand and drive. They just disguised it as the Pro, which requires a magnifying glass.
Apparently,
Fucking facts, dog.
it
Yo.
requires a magnifying glass. No one can see it. No one can see it.
It's so crazy that even now they still trying to compare it like a Xbox Series X that's $730. First of all, that's the Galaxy edition with 2 terabytes, right? And then that has a hard drive. And they want to compare it to $700 PlayStation, which does not have a hard drive, right? So in fact, it's an $800 console to go ahead and get that. And then obviously we know that, you know, PlayStation's permanently drunk, right? So it needs a stand, right? To stand up. Right? I'm gonna fall. So you gotta get the stand, right? So you're a little higher than the 8. So
I can't hold my piss.
a little bit. So yeah, let's call a spade, man. All right. PlayStation's already done this. It's fucking Nintendo has already done this. But we're supposed to come out here and every show we do, we should be figuring out how to say fuck Xbox.
I mean, bring out the weapons.
Why? Because they're a $1 trillion company. That's the business you think they're in. You think they became a $1 trillion company because what they do is just, give shit away or don't fuck it.
I mean, listen, I can't even say that because this is the problem. This is the problem. They didn't start this.
No.
But the hell they're going to sit on the side and watch freaking people pay up. Maybe if everybody didn't line up to go ahead and support the Switch prices and Mario Kart the way that they did, maybe they would have been like, "Uh-oh, wait, hold up. People are not responding well to this. Let's not walk through that door." But the reality is that a lot of people seem to have done so, right? If not, and there was an issue and the price is lowered, I mean, I don't think they would have stepped through those gates. So this is something that I don't understand what was expected. At least they're warning everyone that it's happening later on. And
listen, we got Game Pass. I don't give a fuck. Like
that's the
it
thing.
sucks.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
I'm
like,
chilling,
okay, well, raise those prices. I cannot.
Just to raise them specifically on PlayStation.
Yes,
and Nintendo,
absolutely. We've said this before. On PlayStation, they should, go ahead and charge them more that PlayStation tax. But the reality is, though, that if you're seeing this take place, this is only going to benefit Game Pass, in my opinion. If the competition is making Game Pass more relevant and more valuable because they're boosting up those prices, why shouldn't they make more money on those games? I'm not affected by it. These games go right into Game Pass. So I don't see the issue.
I mean, listen, clearly there's an issue with prices going up. And again, rewind time, delete Nintendo's video where they came out talking about, well, actually, technically it wasn't in the video, but let's delete all the talk of Nintendo pricing. They didn't come out and put that shit for pre-order for $80 and other games for $80, remasters and fucking Switch editions, $80. Rewind time, you do that, then Xbox the one out of nowhere coming with this $80 bullshit, or delete PlayStation raising their prices in all these countries all over the goddamn place just last week or 2 weeks ago, and then delete the fact that Nintendo decided that instead of $300 for a previous generation power level of a console, they're going to jump to $450. Delete all that shit, and Microsoft walks through the fucking door on their own and says, yo, you know what we think? We think games should be $80. You know what we think? We're going to raise the prices on shit. That happens, or that happened, oh, different fucking story. Different fucking story. It would be simple. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why? Who the fuck thinks that $80 makes sense?
And
you know who the fuck thinks that? Nintendo. You know who else fucking thinks that? Every motherfucker who pre-ordered
exactly.
a Nintendo Switch 2.
Exactly. But that's
So
the thing.
if you pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch 2 and you have the balls to talk about Xbox, talking about $80 games,
Yep.
get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yep.
With all due respect. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Literally, motherfuckers like, yeah, hey, games are gonna be $8, okay? Cool. Sign here. Pre-order? Got it. Come on, man. Come on.
You're charging $450 for a Switch?
No
problem. It's
those
not
motherfuckers
even
sold out.
Yeah.
Those Switch 2 pre-orders sold out. They sold out.
Knowing that their games are going to be $80.
Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. Just telling you, this is crazy talk. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy talk. I don't know why we gotta be the only ones out in these streets who is not gonna cry for every fucking thing that happens without looking at what happened.
Exactly.
Like, you don't want to fucking look at reason. You don't want to look at logic. You don't want to look and see what fucking is happening.
It's like everyone is so ready to go and say Xbox bad. Like, this hasn't changed yet.
All right,
like,
Xbox dudes, you're gonna talk shit yet? We're waiting. Oh, well, hold on. Let me get dressed and ready. I gotta make my video for my pony friends to see that I'm gonna give Xbox the smoke. Come on, man. Nah, man, that ain't us. That ain't us. Do something wrong and we'll talk about it. This shit ain't wrong.
That's the thing.
I don't want
understand.
prices going up.
I don't understand how you can rationalize this
shit,
as something that's an issue, especially if you have Game Pass, right? But I can't help but, remember that while Nintendo is raising their prices, Xbox is charging $50 for South of Midnight. Right?
Facts.
I'm just saying, if you're
South
going
of
to
Midnight,
trust anyone,
Expedition 33.
Yep. If you're
all
going to
these
trust
games.
anyone to go ahead and be able to evaluate the situation and see what games should be worth $80, I mean, I think I'm going to bet on Xbox rather than PlayStation or Nintendo. I think they've shown me that I can go ahead and have a little bit of trust.
Listen, in a world where everybody's leading to this fucking point, if I'm gonna back one horse, it's gonna be fucking
absolutely
Xbox. The fuck out of here.
1000%.
Come on, man. We got Mac 22 in the building.
Good, love?
Thank you for being here, my brother. Thank you for that $2 super chat.
Thank you.
CMoney doing his best Mr. Manny Plays impression. Man, you know what's sad? Yo, I used to watch this dude's content all the time. I used to look for that shit. I used to love watching this dude's stuff. And then homeboy just changed. Listen, I always knew he was a pony. He literally came out and said it. Just like Destin, right? Like, they want to make PlayStation content, but their fan base wasn't looking for PlayStation content. So they just stood on Xbox. But then slowly they were able to be more pony, right? They got with Last Stand Media, right? Which is obviously Ponyville, right? And just made it so much easier. And then they got a pony fan base from Last Stand to go there, and it changed everything. And now I almost forgot this motherfucker exists, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's wild. Crazy. What crazy times. You got Karma God 91. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, homie. Says always bad Xbox news before June showcase. Why do you think they're doing this now? Because when they drop all those goddamn fucking trailers and everything we want to see gaming wise at that June showcase, they don't want this shit to be part of it. They want you to know what's coming. It's fuck Nintendo.
Okay,
you know
so I love
fuck Nintendo always.
Karma, thank you for bringing this up. So I love that you brought up the June showcase because, we were talking about how they're not doing a live show, right? So they're gonna have the show, but they're not gonna have an audience for it. And obviously, Xbox is still on the same terms. They take a step that people are not okay with without even recognizing why it may make sense or where that came from. they are ready to burn down the house. And, they were very transparent. They said, as soon as we have the shows, as soon as we know, we're going to let everyone know what games are going on what platform, right? I believe that during the June showcase, there are going to be games that are going to be announced going to PlayStation. Maybe
Of
more than
course,
what people
that's
will
already
be
a
okay
given.
with. And so the last thing you want is to have a live show for a bunch of unstable, people for the most part that, I mean, I can only imagine will go ahead and portray the same type of behavior that they go out there and put out on Twitter. I mean, it's too much of a risk to take.
It's just like all these dudes show is they show Microsoft why they should probably move away from dealing so much with the community. And that's crazy talk because I love how Xbox does shit.
Mhm.
They're so much better than all these other fucking companies, but
100%.
they're the
All these
only
companies that, by the
ones
way, do
who
not
need to get the
interact
smoke
or
apparently
bother
though,
with
nonstop.
is it because they feel like they will hear they feel heard? Maybe they feel like this would be something that would be heard by them, and Nintendo and PlayStation doesn't pay them any mind, so it doesn't even make sense to bring them up or give them the smoke, right?
Probably.
Like, is that it? Like, you think you're gonna get a reaction or something will change or you feel heard when you're talking to Xbox because they actually have interacted with the community and they try to listen to the irrational things that are said out there? It's crazy. What are we doing?
Yeah. It is bullshit. It's bullshit. And it's just we got more shit. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We got shit to go over. Um
I don't
but
understand. Nintendo's like, I told you this would be Xbox's fault. Just stick it out, we'll be fine.
that's it. That's all you gotta do.
That's all you gotta do. You just
That's all you
gotta
gotta do.
wait for Xbox to join in with what's happening, right? I don't get it. Again, were we expecting them to sit on the side drooling, collecting less money than the competition? That's just ridiculous. It's
Agreed.
crazy.
100%. 100%. All right, all right, all right. We got more super chats and stuff to get to, but before we do, I do want to make sure that we talk about our homies like we do, man. That's right, man. We're here live with you guys. We appreciate each and every one of y'all in the building.
Yes.
So thank you
Thank you
all
guys
for
so
rocking
much.
out with us, man. And of course, you know how it is, man. Patreon, YouTube memberships, you guys are the shit. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the support.
Thank
Of
you.
course, always remember the show is brought to you by you. So thank you so much. That being said, we do want to go ahead and shout out our elite members. That's right. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Coach of the Canuck, Music 72, and Queen Witch.
Thank
And of
you.
course, we have our inner circle members. Oh boy, Big Mix Gaming and Pragmatic Eagle. Thank you
Woo!
guys so much for the
Thank you
support. We
guys.
appreciate
Thank
y'all, man.
you.
So thank y'all so much. That being said, you know how it is here, man. We see y'all all the same. We appreciate y'all being here live in the building. You're supporting us in such a major way, man. So thank you guys for being here. You guys are the shit. You guys are awesome. But of course, can't be all equal. No, it's impossible. You're not all equal. No,
Mm-mm.
three of you.
3.
Three of you have risen
That's
above
it.
the rest. Yes, you are the specials. You are better than everybody else here today. You know, tomorrow, next
Tomorrow
time,
we'll see.
we'll
We'll
see.
see.
But today, you're better than everybody else because you were here first. That's right. We need to know who were the first three people in this bitch. And I gotta tell you, I don't. Damn it, is that correct? Fuck me. Um, I feel like this is correct.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, it might be. I think so. Okay, I think so. All right. First person in the door, the ultimate special, our
mm,
boy, motherfucking space shot
Oh!
in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you, homie.
Let's go.
You were the man.
Yes.
Number
Thank you.
2 in the building.
Oh.
We got a boy. Be nice.
Let's go.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes.
Appreciate you, my dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then rounding out the top 3, you would think that he couldn't stumble his way down the stairs quick enough to get to the show, but he fucking made it. It's K's of Vampiro Borracho with his signature boobs tweet message.
I mean, how
God
else
damn.
is he supposed to step in?
Oh,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Oh man. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate y'all. You
Thank
guys
you,
are the shit.
guys.
So thank you guys. Of course, I see all the homies in the building. Listen, I like to go through all the names and shout everybody out. We might have to double back to that, all right? Because this is spicy tonight, man. It's spicy tonight. All right. Let me get back to these super chats. Let me get back because we got things to talk about. All right. Karma God 91. My dude. Thank you, my brother, for being
Let's go.
here.
Thank
you for
you.
that $2 super chat.
Thank
Says
you.
games media was starving for bad Xbox news.
Yep.
Shaking my head. And this is the shit that pisses me off. Okay. This is industry news.
Mm-hmm.
This is industry news.
Not Xbox.
This is not Xbox news. This is industry news. It's news in the sense that, yes, Xbox is acknowledging that this is what's happening and this is what's going to happen. And they are taking part of it in it, just like
as
everyone else is going to. Not that we want any of these people to be going up in pricing at all, because that's asinine.
When the issue started, we were very verbal about it. Right? This issue started with Nintendo.
Since that moment, we've been saying it. What's going to happen when everybody else sees that Nintendo put an $80 price tag on that shitty plumber?
The same thing that we said with the pisser coming out here, $700 with no stand, no will. And what do you think the next gen consoles are going to be? Just because
next gen's gonna be crazy.
It's going to be insane. I mean, just because Xbox takes a hit to not cross certain prices, I think the world has told them, cross those lines. Go ahead, move forward.
Yep.
People are seeing that it's okay, right? They're saying it's okay with PlayStation. So why shouldn't they? Why should they keep taking hits?
Dude, and Hargeet brought up a great point on the show earlier on Booms, where he brought up the fact that Microsoft was the last company who was taking a loss on hardware.
Exactly.
And now looks like they're like, the fuck we will.
Why should they, though? The world has shown them that they don't need to do that. And listen, I think that there has to be you have to be able to look at everything and have some type of grace when you're looking at a company that essentially is trying to do right by the consumer, because there aren't many of those.
Facts. We got the homie Be Nice.
Be Nice was good.
My dude, my brother. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you, homie. He says, all these industries gonna fuck around and find out with these tariffs and inflation changing everyone's spending habits. Watch what they spend their money on. Listen, you're absolutely fucking right. And this industry is no different than any other. The market will always dictate the way this shit is going to play out. And if $80 games release and nobody's buying them, you'll see more and more people choose not to do 80. If $80 games come out and there's no significant change, then there's not going to be a change or a movement. But at the end of the day, this is unfortunately a crazy expensive hobby. I mean, it was for me and Doodle before Game Pass, right? Because that changed a
And
lot.
even with Game Pass, I think for a while, like just that instant reaction of like, let me get this game, let me get that game, and then
Because there
it
wasn't
still
so many
yes,
bangers
but
coming out
even then,
before, right? That's a big difference.
even though, like, you also sit there and you realize, if I'm only going and I'm always gravitating towards Game Pass because that's where the things that I kind of want to pop into are, what's the point, right? We've done it, and Hargeet brought it up too. Like, he'll buy a game and he'll sit there, and the game is like $10, and it's just been sitting there. He paid full price, and we will pay full price, and the game will be sitting there. It's like, because we're playing in Game Pass. So what's the point? And now that they're providing so much more, I mean, I Nintendo for me, and we did our part when it came to Nintendo and kind of like say taking our stance with what they were doing. So that's all that you can do, right? But with Nintendo, I felt like they freaking shot themselves in the foot before announcing the console and the new games, right? Like, how do you show up like this, and this is how you're planning to move forward? But if the world is okay with it, they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop.
You mean the $80
The
games?
$80, that's not going to change.
No, no, but people will buy less games,
Mhm.
most
And
likely.
I mean, people, they already said that people buy from 1 to 2 games a year. I just think that how can Xbox not jump into this also because it's a way essentially to promote Game Pass, right? I think if the competition is going to these heights and you are kind of doubling down on it, like, yeah, sure, let's go ahead and step into that. What makes more sense? Game Pass.
Of
Now
course.
more than ever.
I mean, and there's a lot of discussion to have around that idea as well, for sure.
Agreed.
So we will definitely do that. But we have the motherfucking homie, our brother, Coach Hooded Canuck, in
Yo,
the building.
coach.
Went ahead and gifted
Fam,
5
fam.
on point for gamer
Woo!
memberships. My dude.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to the homie,
Yes.
Coach Hooded Canuck.
Thank you so much, fam.
Y'all know what to do.
Tell them, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat.
Woo!
Welcome our newest
Yes.
members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's see who got it.
Thank you.
Let's see who got it. Mm, 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 mm. Right? There we go. You got Be Nice. You got
Oh,
Trey Bone 408.
yes.
You got Soy Tu Mangs.
Mm.
Oh shit, CMoney.
Oh, you're back, baby.
And you
money.
got Sanchez MTZ Gaming. Thank you.
Damn.
Thank you
Let's
guys for being here, man.
go.
We appreciate y'all. And of course, Coach of the Canuck.
Coach, that's
Our
so
homie.
dope of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate, man. Appreciate
And
you.
welcome you guys. Congrats, C-Money. I'm
I
not bitter.
Listen, I got lucky.
You did.
Coach of the Canuck back. Member for 15
That's dope.
months.
That's so dope.
God damn. Thank you, my
Thank
brother.
you.
Says 15 months, you fools. Enjoy the gifts. Enjoy the gifts indeed. Thank you, my homie. Appreciate you, man. You got Karma God 91 back with another $2 super chat. Says Ponies couldn't wait to do improv podcasts on Xbox. Bro, they were itching and scratching. They're like, yo, the world is over for us. What are we gonna do? What? Hold on. Did Xbox just raised their prices? Well, let's get them. Rewind tape. PlayStation is deciding to make games $70. Well, it's been $60 forever. What'd you expect? What? PlayStation 5 Pro? $700, $800 if you want the
It's a 4090, C-Money. What do you expect?
What do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? Well, we're gonna go now shit on Xbox for following what everyone else has been
You know
doing.
what I love?
Gotcha.
I love how much these Xbox games sell on the PlayStation Store.
Mm.
That is amazing
Oh,
because
we're
you
gonna
know
talk
what?
about that later too.
You guys should be upset about the prices. We good.
Absolutely. We're gonna talk about it later. It's gonna be glorious. We got the homie Karma God 91 in the building with
Yo,
another $5
thank
super
you
chat,
so
man.
much.
Appreciate you, my brother. Says Netflix, Disney, Paramount, and Amazon all had price increases less than 12 months ago. Our favorite hobby is costing us more and more. What can we do? Listen, Karma, 100%, bro. It is a dilemma. And look, there's a lot of people. Obviously, we're very fortunate that we can afford to pay for Game Pass, right? Which is great. It really is a huge difference maker, right? I can play more games for sure. There's plenty of games I would have
I mean,
never even thought about buying if there was no Game Pass and these are just full price games and I'm just having to choose. I'm not going to just waste money on shit. I'm going to buy what I want 100%. But you know what Game Pass has done is allow me to find games that I didn't know I needed. And now I need it. You know what I'm saying?
not just games that you didn't know you needed, but also it's like a safety net, right? Because you how many times did you buy a game that it wasn't what you thought it was going to be or you didn't click with it and it's like I already spent the money. There are a lot of people that hate play games because they already spend the money.
Yeah,
So it just takes all of that away.
facts. 100%. And look, you know, sadly, there's going to be a lot of people that are, this is going to price them out of some of the biggest games out there. Um, but let's be clear, right? And this goes across the board, right? So Nintendo, they Xbox, PlayStation will do the same. Um, $80 is the ceiling right now, is
Mhm.
the new ceiling, right? Again, when Xbox came out and said this, they also, and damn it, we're gonna go into it, but they also brought up the fact that this is not they're not changing the way they do it, right? They're going to continue to decide what a game's value is on a game by game basis, just like we had the amazing South of Midnight come in at, what was it, 40 or $50?
Yeah, thought it was 50. It may have been
Something
40.
like that. It's
Hellblade
like,
2,
yeah,
$50.
like which is a huge one, right?
Mhm.
But it's like they are looking at how much they spend on these games. Bigger budget games gonna demand a bigger budget price. If they're lower budget, they are showing that they're willing, not only willing, but they are in fact going ahead and putting a lower price on these games. So it's not all doom and gloom, right? Sure, are prices going up? Yes. But did anybody think they were not gonna go up? Right? This is just what it is. Sadly, I'm not excited for this. I don't want it. Am I going to stop playing games? No. No. Am I gonna leave Xbox and lose Game Pass
No.
to prove a point and pay $80 on the Switch or $80 on PlayStation? No, thank you. So
Am I gonna leave Xbox to go pay $80 for Xbox games on a
no,
PlayStation?
no,
That don't
no,
make sense to
don't make no
me.
sense. So, you just gotta make do, man. You gotta be more selective with your shit. Don't buy every fucking game that comes out. Listen, there's also another side of this where it's gonna force developers to make better choices, make better games, choose better price points. You're not gonna end up with everybody going to 80. That's not the world we're living in. It's just not. So it's a balance, right? We got the motherfucking homie,
Yo,
oh boy,
let's go.
motherfucking Big Mix Gaming, my dude. Thank you, my brother,
Yes.
for being here. Thank you for
Thank
that $5 super
you.
chat.
Thank you so
Says
much.
people gotta remember Xboxes are manufactured in China. 145% tariffs, and Ponies feel Microsoft should eat that and lower the prices is beyond stupid.
Mm.
Yeah, it don't make no goddamn sense, Big Mix. Look, tariffs are gonna be a thing, and look, the wise that are out there right now are plenty, right? There's plenty of reasons why shit's gonna go up. And shit is going up. And this is definitely not helping, man. It's not helping, it's not making it easier to justify. And I don't see a world where if the tariffs affect them in America that they're just gonna say, you know, we're only going to raise the price here. I think they're gonna try to make that cost wherever they can. Plus, again, I think they're using this as their reason to get out from behind the the get out from having to lose money for every system, right? They're trying to go ahead and beat the system, get back to making a profit margin, right? If they got to raise the prices anyway, might as well make it so that they can make some goddamn money on the games that are, I mean, on these consoles that are going to be made. Um, but yeah, man, there's so many fucking reasons, but you ain't wrong, dude. You ain't wrong. Then we got our homie, our brother, Dark
Yo,
Angelic in the building, my dude,
let's go.
with that $5 super chat, man. Thank you for the coffee,
Thank
by the way.
you.
Delicious as
Yes.
always. Uh, Sony was going to announce $80 games too until they realized they don't have any. Oh, shit. That
They were gonna announce it, but they were like, "For what? For what, you guys?"
that's real wild, yo. That's real wild. That's real, like for real. That's crazy. That's some crazy work right there, Dark Angelic.
Oh, man.
Oh
Mm.
my god, that's
They try to
hilarious.
charge, 40% more than Concord was worth, and that didn't play out. Didn't
That
play
did
out
not.
well. It's
That did
$40.
not.
That shit should have been free.
They should have paid you. If
They
they
should
paid you,
for
there was a
emotional
chance. Yeah,
damage.
yeah, there would have been a chance. But now Marathon is kind of
The same argument.
making Concord look better. So I don't know. I don't
Man.
know. I don't know how. It's funny. You go way back, way back. Remember? Uh, I forget what game it was, but it was like it hit 1 million, right, in sales or something.
Mhm.
And it's like, man, we don't like this is like the new benchmark of like, okay, that
Mhm.
like it can't get any worse than
Yeah,
this. And
yeah.
then like
That's the
games kept
new
coming in like
low for
underneath.
them. Yeah.
That was a problem. Same thing with Concord. Like, remember we were looking at Concord, I was like, man, it can't get any worse than Concord.
No,
And then
no.
like game after game they were releasing and it just kept getting worse. It's like, damn, bro. They down bad. They
Yeah,
down real bad.
yeah.
We got pure greatness in the building, man. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for that $2 super chat.
Thank you.
Says, stir the pot. PlayStation better, but I love Game Pass.
Mm.
Well, as long as you're paying for Game Pass, dude,
I mean, keep paying.
that works for
And
me,
make
man.
sure that you buy those Xbox games on your PlayStation. I
Yeah.
mean, show them.
Well,
Show
this is
us.
what I love. It's buy PlayStation. I'm sorry, buy the PlayStation version of Xbox games, right? So get
Mhm.
Xbox games, put on PlayStation, buy those, and pay for Game Pass.
Yeah, I
Both.
like it.
Do it both.
For
Love it.
sure.
Beautiful.
For
Beautiful.
sure.
That's a win-win. Karma God in the building with that $5 super
Yo!
chat, man. Appreciate you, homie. Says $80 to watch my plumbers race each other when he's supposed to be fixing my leaky ass sink. Make it make sense, bro. Oh my
He
god.
doesn't do any plumbing, guys.
Oh my god.
Maybe. Oh, no. Never mind.
That's real wild. That's real wild. That's real wild.
Oh, poor
Uh,
Peach.
I still can't understand how they made that game $80. I can't. Rain G4, thank you, my brother, for being here. Man. Thank you for
Yo!
the $5 super
Sliding
chat.
through.
Sliding through. Says Game Pass is equal to the McDonald's dollar menu. It comes in handy. I mean, listen, Game Pass is the gift that keeps on giving, bro. It's nonstop.
Yeah.
Right. You again, like I said, man, it's like we got a year-round pass to Disney. You know what I'm saying? You pay to get into the door and you got all these goodies given to you nonstop, man. Come on. This is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. The homie JD Gamer in the building,
Yo,
man.
JD,
My brother,
what's
thank you for being here,
up?
man. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Says the industry and pro pony podcasts think they're slick. They don't want to look at how Xbox just proved their Game Pass and multi-platform strategy works.
Mhm.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Mm, you know what? Those are bars. Those are bars because Game Pass, the entire purpose of Game Pass is to allow more people to have access to gaming. And right now, they're raising the prices on all this other stuff, but they're keeping Game Pass the same. Obviously, at some point in the future, the price will go up. I'm telling you now, if they raise the price and y'all motherfuckers come
Start
back
crying with
and
the
start
lineup that
crying,
we've got. It's crazy. It's
dude, they
crazy.
dropped
Wait till that
6
June
games in
show.
April, bro. Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, like
For
yo,
$20.
yo, I better not hear a goddamn word.
Mm-mm.
I'm not advocating for it, but you know it's coming, right? So I'm getting ahead of the fucking curve. Don't you fucking dare start crying when you see that shit happen.
Bu-bu-bu.
Not with fucking these other dudes out here putting up prices. Come on, man. It's crazy talk. Crazy talk.
You know, it's just Phil was just out here saying Game Pass is not for everybody. Yet.
Mm,
Yet.
facts.
Yet. We're gonna make
Yet.
those 2 games you buy a year.
That's wild.
We're
That's
gonna
wild.
block you in.
Yo, literally owning these motherfuckers is beautiful. Is beautiful. Oh my god. Big says paying for a PlayStation 5 Pro with no games is like paying for OnlyFans with no nudity.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Mm,
Mm,
that's real wild.
mm.
That's real wild. Oh my god. Listen, it's the reality of what it is, man. It's the reality of what it is. It's a crazy idea to go ahead and put out a console that has no first party game support. Like literally nothing coming out that they're excited about. And we have the facts to confirm it a little later on. We'll talk about it. But everybody out in these gaming streets is are only excited for what Xbox is bringing to the table. But
They're the ones they're
we
mad
need
at.
to crucify them. You know what I'm saying?
How? How? I mean, even the price of the pisser was somehow Xbox's fault, right? Because we can't hold Nintendo accountable and we can't hold PlayStation accountable. We need to go ahead and put it all on Xbox, apparently.
Apparently.
Mhm. I
Apparently.
mean, the audacity to not have the balls to speak your mind when it comes to these other platforms and find excuses. There's no excuse for the lack of games on PlayStation or the fact that Nintendo literally showed up with a new console filled with third-party games. Come on, man.
Like that's because that's what people want.
I mean, but Nintendo can do whatever Nintendo wants to do because Nintendo does their own thing. They have their IP that people are going to buy regardless. They show up to a show with barely any of their IP, mostly old ass third party games, but it's still valuable. Where are the IPs? Where what happened? Where are these games? That makes it irresistible. So, what I'm hearing is Nintendo showed up empty-handed asking for more money, and everybody was ready to hand it over? Come on, man.
I mean, like, what are you gonna do about it?
Oh, Edward Lafferty!
You know?
Let's go. Nintendo IP didn't save the Wii U, baby. Yes.
They wanna forget that though.
They
You can't
do.
say
They
that to you
do.
can't say that to
No, 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 no,
Nintendo
no,
people.
no, no. They go crazy. They go
They don't wanna
crazy.
forget that. And I had a Wii U. You know what I'm saying? Like, we support it, but,
Damn.
you know, um, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't talk to them about it because it's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt them bad. No bueno. But all right, let me let's start the ball rolling over here. Where the hell did it go? All right,
Let's get it.
like this. Sorry, I just want to make sure I got my stuff ready to go. Okay. All right, got it lined up. Let's start this motherfucking show.
Let's go.
Oh shit, hold on. I didn't update. Goddamn.
That's
I gotta update this thing. Who are the
okay. Big miss.
who were the
Over
first
here,
three?
he says, what's up, bro? Says the Wii U is a whole different animal. That shit was ugly. And the controller was $150.
That was a comfortable ass controller though. I
Man.
feel you. Who was first? Do you remember?
Space Shot. Nope. I got that wrong, right? Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, Space Shot. Damn, how
Space
can I
Shot.
second guess myself? Polite.
Who was second?
Now you're just asking too many questions.
I gotta update this before we hop into this
I
topic.
remember. I know. Damn. I know El Vampiro Borracho. Be Nice was second. And El
Nice.
Vampiro Borracho
There you go.
was
Perfect.
third.
That is perfect though. Be nice.
So technically, El Vampiro Borracho could have been first, but he just stumbled.
But he was probably drunk.
Yeah.
And didn't take a long time. That's okay. That's okay. You know? Can't be sober all the time. I understand. Difficult. All right. Let me do this. Let me share this. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me go here. Did I correctly?
Okay,
Did you
well,
lose it?
CMoney lied to us.
Okay. No. Okay. I got it. Go here. There we go. Boom. I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm back. What's good? He's playing Starfield right now. Get it.
High quality, bro. High quality. All right. So let me take where's my book?
Oh, now he does it. Or my book. Do you still have my book?
I do,
Is that the one you're using?
sadly.
Sadly. Wow. Ungrateful.
No, I'm very appreciative.
Oh,
Very appreciative.
sure.
No, for sure.
I see.
sure.
I hear it. I'm here bookless.
Yeah. All right. I got it. Okay. So, first chapter. Xbox raises their prices. Thank you, Nintendo. So appreciative of what you've done. But yes, they have raised their prices. Obviously, we've been talking about it the entire time, but let's get into some more official verbiage out here. So IGN put out a article on this. Other people have, but I'm using IGN because I'm gonna after this talk about the tweet that somebody used to kind of show it to us. But they're all saying the same shit. So no block, get out of here. So Microsoft raises the price of all Xbox Series consoles. Xbox games confirmed to hit $80 this holiday. All right. So in an announcement today, the company said it'll be raising prices on Xbox consoles, controllers, headsets, and some games. The price hike for consoles and accessory kicks in today, May 1st. And while game prices will stay the same for now, we should expect to see Xbox charging $79.99 for new first-party games around the holiday season. Price increases is not
first party games,
that's the
but
way they
sure.
do it.
I mean,
Price
you're just
increases are
reporting
taking
the news.
yeah. Price increases are going to take effect globally, with the exception of headset prices, which are only going up in the US and Canada. Going forward, here are the expected prices on various Xbox consoles and accessories in the US. The Xbox Series S is going from $299 to $379. So that's what, $80. The 1 terabyte is going from $349 to $429.99. The Series X digital is going from $449 to $549. The Xbox Series X is going from $499 to $599, and then the 2 terabyte is going from $599 to $729.
Mm. Should have been snatched before, huh?
I mean,
I just feel
there's a
like if
whole
you're
other
coming
wrinkle to
into the
that.
game this late, you
That is a
know,
whole nother wrinkle to this.
it almost feels like what they did with Game Pass, you got locked in. But if you waited to hop on, I mean, there were consequences to that. And I think this generation's been out long enough that if they want to go ahead and do this and make up for, those fans that did jump in early and they were selling it at a loss, then, let them pick up the tab.
I mean, but that's a great point that you're bringing up here, because let's be clear. Am I gonna run around feeling sorry for the motherfuckers who are just now deciding that they want an Xbox after what? After now Xbox has all this stuff going on and now
if
you want it? Of
if
course.
anything, this is
Too bad.
those
You
those
should have been here
gallopers
earlier.
are out there, doing the math finally, realizing how much they're spending. If you think about it, look at how many games are kicking into PlayStation and how they are responding to it. If this is the turning point, if this year is the turning point where some of them are going to go ahead and cross that bridge and get an Xbox, right? I mean, it is the time to raise those prices and have them pay up for whatever they need to pay up for, right? Giddy up.
Yep. Agreed. So Microsoft issued IGN with the following statement as to why the price increases were taking place. We understand that these changes are challenging, and they were made with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising costs of development. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to play more games across any screen and ensuring value for Xbox players. Mm.
I
So,
mean, that kind of seconds what I said for Xbox players, right? We have the value already. If you're an Xbox player, you already have your Xbox, right? How long has the Galaxy been out for? So if you were going to scoop it up, you probably already did. And you're ripping off the benefits of going ahead and making that decision. Whoever is still lingering around or is going to go ahead and hop over because of the prices on other platforms, then I mean, pay up. We know they love to pay.
true. Very true. It continues, though we don't know yet which first party Microsoft games will cost $80. We can guess the lineup may include the next mainline Call of Duty, the new Fable, which was recently delayed to 2026, the Perfect Dark reboot, In Exile's Clockwork Revolution, Rare's Everwild, which Microsoft gaming boss Phil Spencer recently checked out, the Coalition's Gears of War E-Day, Hideo Kojima's OD, or Undead Lab's State of Decay 3. First of all, and let me not leave out, Psychonauts developer Double Fine is also working on a new game. First of all, fucking listen to that goddamn lineup.
Mhm. That's wild. It's
Listen
wild.
to that motherfucking lineup.
That's going into Game Pass, you guys. That's crazy.
Are you kidding me, bro?
And again, these are assumptions that these games will be $80, right? The Xbox hasn't announced, but I just it's so funny how much these developers love Call of Duty, and it's the first one on the list. Um, but yeah, why not?
Dude, fuck, man. Fuck,
Dave
bro.
D
Fuck.
says Game Pass. What's up, Dave? Thank you for
Absolutely.
rocking
Dave, what's
out.
good, man?
Says that Game Pass still the best deal in gaming. And come the holidays, is going to be even a better deal, right? Once these new prices kick in, the value of Game Pass would be insane.
You know what, too? Because I'm sick of the bullshit that people keep saying, because they're so fucking ridiculous. nobody, just to be clear, is defending the idea that we should be paying more for games.
Absolutely not.
Nobody,
No.
not one motherfucker. But you know what we are defending? The fact that you want to fucking hang fucking Xbox on a goddamn cross and crucify these motherfuckers for
People
just
wanna
following
act
fucking
as if
suit
they
on it.
were the
No,
ones that started this mess,
are you fucking
and
kidding me? Come on, man.
that's bullcrap.
And people want to argue, oh, well, all they had to do was do nothing. They could have just sat there and watched the industry move forward and raise the prices, and they could have stood cheaper.
What?
Fuck you.
What?
Where the fuck is the pitchfork for goddamn
Nintendo.
Switch? Where's the fucking fire lighting up under them? Nowhere. They're selling out. Where's the fucking fire for PlayStation for turning that shit into $70 games to begin with?
$80
Where's the
games.
fire?
$80.
No. Switch is 80. PlayStation
Oh,
70. They started this shit.
Yeah.
They started. Where's the fire there? Nowhere, right? But we are supposed to go and say Xbox bad. I mean, I'm a gamer and you're giving me
Game Pass,
all games.
$20.
They're the only ones out here giving us games on a consistent basis of super high quality. But fuck you for doing what other people are doing and raising their prices. Listen, I don't want them, but that shit's not going to change. I'm not going to point my gun where it's not deserved.
No. And
Nintendo deserves the fucking smoke. They're the only people who deserve the smoke for going to 80, not for everyone else to follow suit. That's just the name of the fucking game. And if you don't think so, you're stupid.
Yes, it's a freaking business. Do you think they're going to sit on the side?
That shit?
You think that they don't know their power? The fact that they are not the ones initiating the situation, it's wild, right? But the fact that you don't want to talk about the root of the problem is disgusting.
Yo, look at this fucking bars, babe. God damn it, Fillmore Pockets.
Let's go.
Where was the fucking praise for Xbox putting out $50 games?
Nowhere. They don't talk about that crap.
No.
They don't talk about that. If Xbox does something that they should be praised for, it just doesn't get mentioned. Right?
Listen.
And somehow anything that anybody else does, because again, let's not forget, the price for the pisser supposedly was because of Xbox. So everything that the competition does that is a problem for the industry, they don't get held accountable for it because we're going to put it on Xbox. Somehow, it all comes down to that.
Yep.
So how do you sit there? You're putting games forward, quality games. You're not only, you have Game Pass, $20 Ultimate. You're putting all your games into Game Pass. You're also making deals to bring other games, third-party games into Game Pass. And you have the audacity to give Xbox the smoke when you probably have a freaking Switch pre-order and ready to go? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. If you're supporting the competition and you have Xbox and you have Game Pass, how dare you want to go at freaking Xbox for this shit? Yeah. The root of the problem is Nintendo. The new prices for the consoles, the root of the problem with that is the pisser. So how dare you aim at the people that freaking follow suit? The people giving you the better console. The people giving you the best deal in gaming. Giving you the better games. Don't talk stupid. If you don't have anything good to say, then shut the fuck up. You want it point blame? And you want me to listen to the shit you have to say? Tell me who the fuck is to blame here. Because Xbox didn't start this shit. They didn't.
Bro, this is the shit. This is the shit. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what maybe it's how I grew up. But I ain't no bitch. Okay, I ain't no fucking bitch. The idea that these fucking people lack so much, I, I want to say integrity. Okay, because
Call
these
integrity,
people
self-control.
go out here and I see them on Twitter and they're out there and they're feeding into their fan base of, oh, PlayStation bad, Nintendo bad. I'm gonna go ahead and give them the smoke because they do all this bad shit. And then Xbox is so great, Game Pass is so great. And then as soon as some shit happens, it's out the fucking window. Fuck Xbox. What the fuck are they doing? Who the fuck is over there running that ship? They're anti-consumer now. They're so fucking full of shit. Bro, you're fucking pieces of trash. If you're a fucking gamer and you've been enjoying playing games, there is no one fucking out there who is making it easier for you to consume a mass amount of games. There is no one making it easier than Xbox. There is no one who is saying, hey, you PlayStation pieces of shit. Okay? You ponies out there who talk so much shit. Listen, you have no games. We will give it to you. Here. These motherfuckers make every Xbox game the most pre-ordered goddamn game on their fucking service. And then they run around and talk shit.
Yep.
As they're fucking playing these Xbox goddamn games. Yo, shut the fuck up. And no, bitch, we ain't never gonna be, Xbox is so bad. Go fuck yourself. If they do real shit, no problem.
We'll have a real talk.
But come at me with the facts, bitch, not your fucking bullshit emotion.
That's the problem. Isolate
they got no
the
facts
situation.
on me, baby. None.
You got to isolate the situation. You're not going to come over here with your emotional boo-boos and think that I'm going to entertain that nonsense.
Fuck that, bro.
If it makes sense, then it makes sense. If it doesn't, then no, we're not here to talk about whatever you want to cry about today.
Fuck that. No, I'm not here to impress any motherfucking pony or any motherfucking Nintendo fucking man. Woo, mad words. Got fucking deleted. Real quick. Delete. I got no words left. I can't even supplement a word. Any other word will be too nice. Bitch ass doesn't even quite see it. But I'm not here to fucking please you. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to please these. God, another. Woo. Delete.
Yeah.
I'm not here to please these bitch ass fucking people who think that I'm supposed to and you're supposed to come out here and fucking hold a gun to fucking Xbox's head. No. And yes, no one forced Xbox to fucking follow Nintendo's lead, but I don't get who the bitch if Nintendo thinks that they're gonna fucking sell Mario Kart for $80 and the world's gonna accept that shit, get the fuck out of here. You think I'm gonna fucking give Xbox smoke for fucking putting high quality actual games that are fucking great in comparison to that shit? You think I'm gonna be pissed that they said, nah, I think I'm gonna equal out with that fucking price?
No crap.
Fuck you.
What do you think was gonna happen?
Fuck you, man.
What do you think was going to happen? If anyone's entitled to go ahead and change their prices, it should be Xbox.
Again,
no one wants the prices.
Sent them a message saying, Xbox, please raise your prices. No. So stop being fucking stupid. As you're sitting there trying to find something to clip so you can make your fucking video. I'm gonna make some salts on these Xbox people. I gotta make some salt videos because I'm nobody and I live in the shadow of others and hopefully someone will accept me. You're pussy, dog. You're pussy. I saw Ray Ray. He enlightened me. He said the words pussy, not saying it's true. That's what you are. And if you're watching this and it sounds like I'm talking to you, motherfucker, I am. I need to find some content so I can make fun of these Xboxes who are not going in on Microsoft. Oh, maybe somebody will look at me. Oh, no, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I don't give a fuck. No,
Ah.
dog. No, that ain't it. You don't like it, don't show up, dog. I listen. We talked to people. We did shows when there was 5 motherfuckers in chat. All right. You don't like it? Move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. That's the reality. You want to clip us? Go the fuck at it. Who the fuck's used to? Go. Do it. Do it, pussy. Fuck.
Damn. But it's true though.
Sorry.
It's true.
Some crazy shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Some crazy shit. Look,
Pabbing.
all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, you do you with your cash. Okay. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a secret. If you out here in these streets talking shit and you still going back to that bitch, homie, you better delete your accounts. Because if I see you still enjoying that Game Pass, I'm talking about this shit. Woo! That's gonna be hilarious. That's gonna be hilarious. Fuck out of here,
That's
yo.
what's crazy. That's what's crazy.
Oh,
They're not
man.
leaving. They're not leaving. They just want to talk crap.
No, they fucking wild, dog. Avante. And if it don't apply, let it fly. A hit dog is gonna holler. Facts, Avante. Fucking facts. It's the truth, man. I ain't about this life with these motherfuckers. Like they Woo!
Crazy.
These motherfuckers
Crazy
are
as
crazy.
shit.
Dude, we give a shit, bro. Oh shit, I love that. Adele, there's a difference between a pony bot and a pony bitch.
Oh!
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 Pop, pop, pop.
Damn! Damn, Abdel. Woo!
Oh, god damn.
Oh, man.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay.
What I'm never, and it's crazy because I feel like that's the biggest issue. I'm never gonna have someone else's opinion but my own coming out of my mouth. That's just
Facts.
a fact.
Let's read the end of this fucking thing.
Let's get it.
Off of this goddamn page. Microsoft has an Xbox Game Showcase 2025, as well as an Outer Worlds 2 Direct plan for June, where fans will no doubt find out more. This is the first time we've seen a price hike on Xbox Series S consoles since it launched in 2020. Wow, Xbox is such pieces of shit. They waited 5 years. With the company committing to maintaining existing prices back in 2022 when PlayStation raised prices on the PS5. Fucking piece of shit Xbox. They kept their prices down when others were raising them.
Oh, no. Hey, see, don't you understand that if they do something like that, that's a life sentence. That's a commitment for life. I mean, this can never change, right? So, what do you think they ask these questions? So, no more games, Phil, right? It feels like it's a case by case.
Yeah. Look, I don't even know what the fuck that they're saying. They're saying some other shit. I really don't think I want to go into all this other shit. This is way too much energy in my life. So they serve their purpose. We get it. I'm gonna go on to the tweet that fucking delivered this shit, which is fucking Pab number 1, Ryan McCaffrey. $599 for the 5-year-old Xbox Series X. Tariffs or not, it's pure insanity. Microsoft is a $1 trillion company in the razor/razor blade business. They'll get zero sympathy from anyone. More bad news at the link. And that was the link we just read.
I don't
They'll get zero.
understand
Who the fuck
how
is
going
asking for
back
sympathy?
to Microsoft is $1 trillion company is going to make any sense when it comes to business. When it comes to business. Like, this is not a charity. So, I mean, how about this? How about we pay $0 for the console and $0 for Game Pass and the games because Microsoft is $1 trillion company. How about we do that?
Are they? Let me ask you a question, and I gotta know. Okay, first of all, I don't want to hear shit about a 5-year-old Xbox Series X.
No.
Okay, I don't want to hear shit about that. You know why? Because nobody's lowering their fucking prices.
If anything, they're hiring their prices. Where was this discussion in this, lack of sympathy when PlayStation went ahead and boosted up their prices?
Nowhere. It's a blurb.
It's an announcement.
That's it.
These are the prices now, and everyone's okay with it.
Nah, dog. Nah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's a 5-year-old console, right? And again, nobody wants things going up, but everybody else is going up. Everybody else has gone up multiple times. We already said it. Nintendo is showing you right off the rip they're going up. They said, fuck 300, we're doing 450. Fuck it. Okay, they did that right away. So a 5-year-old console, let me ask you a question. Do you have an Xbox Series X? Let me ask you this. Do you not like the idea that because you were an early adopter, the value of the money you spent has actually increased for once? Instead of it going to
let's
shit,
not
you
forget
actually
that
got more value
I
now.
know they're on high demand. So when you go and if you were to get rid of your Xbox, you get more money than you get for a PlayStation.
I mean, GameStop's already proven that out,
Mhm.
right? They already proved that out. They already said, no, we're willing to pay more for an Xbox.
Listen, if anyone wanted the S and they didn't grab it when it was $150, it is what it is. Now
And,
you gotta pay more.
and who are the people who are still buying an Xbox
Mhm.
that didn't come over already? Sure, you have some people that maybe are from Xbox One finally coming over. Cool. Okay. I get that. But do we really give a flying fuck that any of those straggling PlayStation dudes or these Nintendo dudes 5 years on have to fucking pay for this? I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not in here to give a fuck about anybody else, frankly. Like, I care about our gaming, right? I care about our gaming. We invested right off the rip, right? We invested right off the rip. So 5-year-old console to who? It's a brand new console to a motherfucker who never had one.
Exactly.
Like, what do you mean 5-year-old console? Sure, it launched 5 years ago. Okay. Does that just say 5 years old when you go buy that shit? Or does that just say new, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? It's a new fucking
Oh my
console.
gosh.
Am I excited that these prices went up? No, sucks for the people who have to pay more now.
Was it Vontae who said if it doesn't apply, let it
fly.
slide? It's just if you got yours, it is what it is. And listen, maybe these new prices are going to follow. Maybe we were right. And the new console is closer than people seem to think. And maybe they're just lining up because guess what? Those new consoles are going to cost more money.
It's what it is.
It's just what it is.
It's just what it is. Listen, sometimes waiting is not the answer. You should have ponied up earlier, bitch. What can I tell you? I don't fucking know.
We told you get your Xbox.
Like, what do you want? Don't buy it. Listen, you know what's crazy? This is what's real crazy, right? Xbox are the only motherfuckers up here, okay? They're the only motherfuckers up here who said, yo, you want to play our games? Don't buy a fucking console.
Mhm.
Stream that bitch. Go play it on your TV. Go play it on your PC. Go buy a fucking
Fire
PC.
Stick.
Fire Stick. They're giving you options. They're giving
Use
you
your
options.
phone. Whatever you want.
Like, come on, man. They're literally giving you any way to possibly play outside of the console. They're the only people who are actively saying everything is an Xbox console. You don't need to buy the one we have to
And
sell.
guess what? If you did buy a game or if you have Game Pass, you have access to wherever that is through whatever you want to play with.
I'm just saying, the people who are pissed that the price has gone up, do you have a Series X already?
Most likely the answer is yes, or they were not going to buy one and they're just throwing a fit because this is the time to rally up and go ahead and give Xbox a smoke.
Let me ask you a question. If you went ahead and you went and you bought yourself a new car and you bought it and it's dope and you had the car for 5 years, okay? And then you find out that the market value for your car has increased
Mm.
from when you bought it. Are you going to say, "Nah, homies, that's
Fuck
crazy
that.
work. I want that shit to be back where it was." Like, fam, you got the car. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already have it. Like, this is the same thing with like when the industry has layoffs,
Mhm.
right? Okay. So that seems to be a topic that's died down a little bit, right?
Yep.
Because EA just fired 300 people.
Oh. Listen,
Done. Nobody cares.
the topic has
Apparently.
died down until Xbox
Xbox
does
lays off
something
300
like,
people.
oh, it's the
World ends.
Yeah, it's over. It's
EA
over.
did it.
They're, you know why?
A
See
blip.
money? Because they're a $1 trillion company and they should not be
They should
letting
not.
anybody go.
They should not. They should always be figuring out how to lose money.
Yeah, for sure.
The idea is asinine, bro.
It's
Like,
crazy.
you know, you don't really care, right? It's not really your problem, right? Until you're the one who gets laid off, that's when it's your problem.
Mhm.
But elsewhere, you have sympathy, right? You sympathize with the people who are down bad. It sucks. You wish them well.
And then you say, good to be me.
Thank God I didn't get laid off, right?
Exactly.
So the proper response to this is, man, sucks for the people who didn't see the value in buying a PlayStation, I'm sorry, an Xbox earlier. It sucks for those people. Fucking glad I got mine. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only proper way to look at this. That's the only proper way. And if you haven't bought one outside of financial situations and it's just you went and bought a PlayStation instead, or you went and pre-ordered a goddamn Switch 2, and now you want to say, well, I was planning to get to you, Xbox. Oops. Oops. What do you want?
That number you have dialed has been disconnected. We'll
Come on, man.
transfer you to the new prices.
Let me get Relsky in here, my boy.
Yo, Relsky, what's good, love?
Relsky
Thank you
ain't
for being
fucking around. He
here.
knows the deal.
Yes.
He says they're gonna be mad that you're not worried about how they feel, though, CMoney.
Mhm.
LOL, like we supposed to give a fuck. I mean, this is the reality, bro. This is the reality. Why would they think that we are going to care about it in this way when they're not leading? Bro, they're not fucking leading the goddamn charge, bro. I see who did this. I know who to blame. It's not Microsoft.
No.
It's not Microsoft. That's just the reality of what it is. We got our boy RC motherfucking
RC, what's
Polygon, bro. I didn't even
good?
see this shit, bro. Where is it? Right here. Okay, I felt like I lost it. It was right there. All right, RC Polygon's in the building. My dude, thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Says, I just
Thank
joined.
you.
Says, I really enjoyed Hargeet's theory that this is a setup for their acquisition of another publisher to get the bad news out of the way. We did talk about that earlier on Boom Show. I think 100% that's a possibility as well. I don't think there's any one thing. I think there's a group of things that are leading to this, all spearheaded by Nintendo jumping the gun. But this is a great idea of maybe they already have their acquisition lined up. They know prices are going to have to go up. Maybe they're going to do an announcement on the summer showcase. Who knows, right? And That's just what it is, right? We were also talking about some other shit, like, you know, a belief that I have with this as well. Again, look, I'm not telling you that if Nintendo didn't go first, that Microsoft wouldn't have had a list of prices that they were looking to increase at some point. I'm telling you that Nintendo made it okay for them to do it because in their minds, right? Because the bandage was already ripped. They saw the pre-order numbers, right? They not the numbers, but they saw the news. Pre-orders selling out. Everybody doesn't give a fuck that Nintendo went to $80 a game. Of course, they're gonna feel justified in their ideas. Of course, PlayStation is thinking of doing the same thing.
I mean, if
It's
PlayStation
just
can
what it
do
is.
it, they just feel validated to be able to go ahead and move forward with whatever they have to do. And I'm not saying they were thinking of doing this, and I'm not saying they were not. I mean, at this point, does it even matter? I think Nintendo's to blame for all this mess, whether it was something that they were thinking about or not.
Agreed.
That's the reality.
Agreed. It's just what it is, right? They are, of course, they were thinking about this, right? It's just the way things are. They were going to do it. Okay.
I mean, Phil says everything's up for discussion, everything's always on the table. So,
But honestly, like I feel like one of the other things that are happening is like, especially when it comes to hardware, is I think we can all now see that the next gen console is going to be ridiculously expensive. Okay. So I don't think any next gen console is going to come in at less than $800. I just think that's just what it is. Sadly. Okay. So the flip side of that is Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but Digital Foundry just did a whole thing on the Switch 2. And basically, the power level of the Switch 2 is in handheld mode, it's the power of the original Xbox One and PlayStation 4, okay, around that space. And then in dock mode, it's around the PlayStation 4 Pro. It's less. To be clear, the One X way more powerful than so the mid-gen refresh from Xbox is way more powerful than Switch 2. Obviously, newer tech is going to be able to do newer things, so it'll offset the lack of power. But still, either way, power range, it's less than a PlayStation 4 Pro in docked mode, right? We already know that games like Fortnite, that games like Roblox, that games like Minecraft, those games are on that previous generation. They're on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 generation. They're not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Epic is not going to say, you know what, we're going to make a version of Fortnite that gets rid of all those people. No, never. It's not happening. Not happening. So that generation isn't going anywhere. Okay. With the Switch 2 coming out now as a brand new console with a power profile that puts it in line with that previous generation, it is 100% making sure that those consoles still get supported. Not by everyone, not by everyone. There's plenty of companies that are moving on. Even EA finally is leaving the generation behind. I think we got rumored that Call of Duty, the next one, is supposedly leaving last gen behind as well. They still got Warzone and shit that is going to be on there. They still got the old games still on there. People will just keep playing those. They'll probably just support those games for longer. But point is that those consoles are going to stay relevant. Plus, if you're on Xbox, you can literally stream your games, your next gen games on your old Xbox, right? Like that's just the reality of what it is. So I believe by putting these prices up, they're showing that there is a there is going to be a substantial gap going up, right? To go ahead and have the next gen, but they also are cementing the idea that we're going to have a basically a three console generation. You know what I'm saying? Like this next gen is going to be great, but it's also going to encompass the other 2 gens. They're still gonna be around. And honestly, when you look at what's happening, it literally seems like it's lining up to be where console gaming is just the flip side of PC gaming,
Yeah.
right? It's just where do you wanna get in? It seems pretty simple to me that when you think about next gen, you're thinking about what PC is to console now,
Mhm.
right? There's a reason why there's a rumor that seems pretty certain at this point that the next Xbox is a PC hybrid. There, if you look at what's available today, you can have experiences that are not possible on console. If you play Cyberpunk on PC, maxed out, full path tracing, everything crazy maxed out, it does not look like the games that you're playing on console. It does not. It does not. It looks generationally better. Okay. So, what it looks like is gaming is going to be for console players a choice of point of entrance. If you're not already in the next gen, do you want to stay on your Xbox One and just stream whatever new games are coming out? Do you want to say, okay, listen, I can't do the $800 new console, but I want to get more, you know, like the medium side of PC, right? I'm getting the medium graphic settings. I'm okay with 30 FPS if I could push up the graphics, or I'll take 60 FPS and take a hit on the graphics, right? I'll do that. I'm okay. This is the generation that I'm gonna buy into. And then for the people who want the premium experiences, who want to buy the 4090s or 5090s of PC, right? You go buy the top shelf consoles. That's what it looks like. That's what I feel like they're setting up by going ahead and moving the kind of ball forward on pricing to
I
let you
mean,
know it's gonna
yeah,
go much higher.
I get that. So they're trying to what you're saying is they're kind of scaling it as you would with a PC, just a console version of that. I mean, Phil did say it would be great if you can just treat it like a PC and you go ahead and you just, there's an easy way to not have to go ahead and remake the hardware and you just have an easy way to tweak it to upgrade your console, right? So Sarah Bond said it's going to be the biggest technological leap, right? So we'll see. And there are things in the Series X, right, that in this generation that have not tapped in yet, that are in the console that have not had use yet. So I think that that's something if you know I believe this very possible what you're saying, and I think that's the moment when certain things are going to go ahead and kick in, right? And especially as AI gets more incorporated into gaming.
Facts. Facts. It just seems like that's where we're leading to, right?
Yeah.
Um, but look, it again,
And it's not just Cyberpunk. You look at Avowed, and as beautiful as it looks on the console, when you go ahead and see it on PC, South of Midnight, stunning, beautiful game. You
yeah,
go ahead and you see it on PC maxed out, and it's
it
just
hits
a
different.
whole different level, right? That you don't think that you're missing much out when
Assassin's
you're
Creed Shadows.
yes, when you're playing it on the console,
Mm.
and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is night and day, right? Um, there are a lot that you are enhancing by going ahead and playing it on the PC. So,
Let me address this over here. We got the homie, damn good 75, man. What's up,
yo,
bro? Thank you for being here. He says, we're
thank
not like
you.
ponies. We don't defend or excuse $1 trillion companies raising price on some bullshit. Sorry, guys. Can't do it, even though I bleed green. Listen, everybody's entitled to feel what they want to feel. I don't like that narrative being pushed on us, right? That we're
Exactly.
supposed to do something that you guys think that we're supposed to
I
be doing.
think that's the
But
problem and the
one
lack of understanding that this goes both ways. I don't need to cry around or feel the way that other people feel.
yeah, there's plenty of places to do that.
Mhm.
Like
Like
I'm
every
not saying
eh,
that, listen,
uh,
I'm not telling you I don't want you to hear
almost
that, but I'm
everyone
saying
else
that there's
out
plenty of
there.
places to see people crying about this shit. You don't feel
Yeah.
like you need everybody crying about it? Like I'm not like it, I don't feel that shit. I'll be dissing like I'll be be completely disingenuous right now if I told you that I feel any of this shit. I don't. I don't.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
don't. I
And
just don't. But real quick, let me get this
go
one
ahead.
because I just want to say the one thing I gotta say, damn good. I know you're full of shit right now because you said we're not like the ponies. We don't defend or excuse $1 trillion companies. What fucking $1 trillion company can the ponies defend? They got no $1 trillion companies to defend. They don't got nothing to defend. What are you talking about? Oh man, what they got? What they got? It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh man. Nah, damn good. I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, like this is just
I
like
can't
what
entertain
I'm not
the
gonna be fucking fake.
crying
Like I give a
though. I
shit.
can't. I can't. I'm not going to. And I
No.
again, this is a business, and if you look at it from the business perspective and you see everything that's going out there and you compare freaking what is supposed to be brought to the table and you see what you're getting and you see why the prices are going up, then it's an easy thing to understand. If people are not subscribed to Game Pass and they buy 1 or 2 games a year, that's gonna go up, just a bit, right? So it shouldn't be much of a problem.
Again,
If
we're not asking for it, but let's be fucking real. Like be a fucking realist for a second. Stop living, and I'm not
okay,
talking to
so
you anymore, damn good, just to be clear.
so
Let's
let
talking
me
in general.
yeah,
Let's
let me
let's live in the fucking reality that
yeah.
shit goes up in price. And again, unless you're out, unless you said fuck this shit, I'm out. Like for instance, Netflix goes up. I see that bitch. I don't look at it. I try not to look at it.
I
That shit
know.
is nowhere near what it
But
was.
it's constantly the
But
same thing with
I'm
Hulu.
not gonna get rid of it. I want it.
They all do
I
this
want it.
crap. And yes, I understand that I wouldn't want it that way, but that's what's taking place. So I have a choice, right? We all have choices. This is not a this is what you must do. This is not a this, you must go and buy these $80 games.
It's the truth. It's the truth. We got options for fucking days over here, bro. We do. And again, bro, let's create the alternate timeline where Microsoft jumped first. Nintendo didn't bring this shit up. Nintendo didn't usher in the idea of an $80 game. Nintendo didn't usher in the idea that prices should be going way higher because if a fucking Switch 2 is worth $450, how the fuck is a Series X worth $450? It's not. It's not. Blame Nintendo, bro. I don't know what
That's
the
the
I don't know
thing.
what
I
like they're
can't
afraid. I don't know if they're afraid. Are you guys afraid of like Nintendo people or PlayStation people? Like, is that what it is? Like, you're
I mean,
afraid for them to call you out and say, "Look at who's not defending the people and just going at their
look who's
Lord and
not
Savior
giving
Microsoft. Like, who's not?
Xbox the
Look at that. You
smoke.
want to get like you're afraid of them? Is that what it is? Like, I feel like every time I see these people talking and like damn good, I'm using you as an example. I'm not talking about you per se, but like the idea of saying like we're not like the ponies is in some way trying to shame us
I
into
know.
thinking that we're fucking ponies. like like are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like not again, I'm not trying to come at you. I'm just saying just in general that idea because people out there saying that shit often. I hear it regurgitate almost like you guys hear it from each other and then
Mhm.
pass it around. I don't know who started that shit. How about we start the opposite way? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we don't feel the constant need to prove yourself to the other gamers out there, like to the Nintendo people and the PlayStation people. Like, I don't know, maybe you think they're above you and you're trying to like please them
I don't
so that you could put it
understand the
on your gamer
mentality.
card. Like, I fought the Great War against Microsoft. What if
What
they do it?
war?
If they
What
do it, then
war?
give them the smoke. But bro, don't tell me that they did something here. Nintendo did. I should be seeing hella tweets, hella fucking messages, hella videos about how Nintendo's impact on the gaming world has already taken place. Switch 2 being revealed at $80 for their top end games and $450, $150 more than where that fucking box should come in at. It's not even more powerful than the fucking Series S, but the Series S is cheaper. The Series S is still the cheapest way that you can go ahead and get in versus the Switch.
It is.
What is the PlayStation 5 Slim cost? Right around there? 350, 370, 400, somewhere around there. It like you're still cheaper than the Switch. The Switch is giving you tech that's a generation old again. And again, they're giving you a Switch that's a generation old on the precipice of a new generation.
I know.
So they're about
Isn't
to be
that
2
crazy?
generations old.
And that's acceptable. And
Come on,
everybody
man.
eats it up. It's crazy.
Bro, hey, babe, they're
Yeah.
not like us.
Apparently,
They're not
'cause
like us.
listen,
There's a bunch of Drakes running around out here.
the one thing that I
Just
would
look in the mirror and say to yourself, I'm Drake. That's what you are. Okay? If you're out here doing that shit, they're not like us. That's the truth. babe.
the one thing, it's like this whole crying mentality that I'm like supposed to go out there and whether I believe it or not, start crying on some bullshit and whining about shit that makes sense. Like that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I am not for the crybaby mentality running around needing Phil to fucking burp them and watch over them. Like, no, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm not his baby.
No,
I'm not his freaking baby.
not at all. Not at all.
Like, Phil, let me tell you how I feel.
That's the truth.
Come on, man.
That's the truth. Let me get the homie Space Shot in the building.
Yo!
With that $2 super chat, appreciate you, brother. Satya shakes his head. It's $3 trillion company, fool. It is 3 trillion. Stop saying trillion, bitch. You know, put some respect on that goddamn name. Come on, man. Come on. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. Got the homie Cage. El Vampiro Borracho. With that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my dude. Says CMoney, where was his leadership on Halo Night? Why you gotta bring it down like that, dog? Come on, man. That shit was rough. All right? It was rough in these streets. They real killers out there. They're real killers out there, right? Shit. The fuck? I gotta do it like that, dog.
And Borracho was waiting for the leadership.
I see Bounty in the building. What's up,
Bounty
man?
was good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this. Oh, Dark Angelic. Good night, man. Thank you for rocking, bro. Appreciate you, homie. Jeremy Brown says we call him Crybabies Drake now.
Yes.
Listen, if the shoe fits, you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, don't look. Listen, I hate fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do hate fake shit. That's
fake
why
outrage.
People, this fake outrage, bro. Like that's why people get mad at us or whatever it is when like I said, I brought it up, but when like people when there's layoffs and shit, like we're supposed to be like, oh fuck this shit, it's over. Like what? What do you mean? It sucks for them. I feel bad for them.
But they never go anywhere. This is why it's fake outrage.
Yeah, like you
like if you're outraged and you're done, get the fuck out. Be done.
Honestly,
but
it seems like will be better for us personally
it's like,
if you do leave.
Right?
Go leave. Spend $80 on the new Xbox games on PlayStation. Go ahead. You remember that company that you guys were talking shit about for so long that you hated them because they were the worst, but now they're great because they didn't raise up their prices. Oh shit, they did that. But damn. So where are you gonna go, dog? Like, are you just against price increases in general? Or only if Xbox
just
does
from
it?
Xbox, right?
So PlayStation
They're not allowed
price increase,
to.
cool. You'll go buy that game. You'll go buy that system over there. That's what you're saying to me. But Xbox, they do it. No,
that's where they draw the line.
That's where they draw the line.
Yeah, Xbox is not allowed to go ahead and compete in the market, right?
Facts. They're not allowed. God damn it, Will Baggins. With that $2 super chat. What's up, man? CMoney tripping for not playing Kingdom Come 2. Listen, I want to play that shit. Well, I wanted to play it. I'm not gonna lie. As time has gone on, I kind of moved past it. Eventually, it'll come to Game Pass at some point, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, that's right. I wanted to play that game," and then I will download it and then still not play it because probably Xbox will drop. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm not like these motherfucking ponies out here, okay, who pretend to love a console for PlayStation games, but then never buys the PlayStation games. I am an Xbox fan because of what they give me. What Xbox gives me, Halo is my shit. Halo is my shit, bro. Halo, Gears, Forza, all this. I love Xbox games. So when Xbox delivers me a game, I'm like, fuck yes, fuck yes, this is the game that I want to be playing because they speak to my soul. They know what I want to play. I see it every time. I'm like, God damn, South of Midnight, what? Fuck, fucking Age of Mythology. I
Oh,
never in my life would have played that shit, but they gave it to me, and I said, let me taste that shit. And goddamn,
it was good.
fucking good. Our History Untold,
Oh,
fucking game.
yes.
I would have. You would have told me before Xbox gave that shit to me that it would be a game that I would play and enjoy.
You'll be like, mm-mm.
I'd be like, "Don't go fuck yourself with that crazy
You
shit."
cracked
But you know
out.
what? Xbox gave it to me and I tried it, and goddamn, that shit was good. So sorry, Kingdom Come, you're not an Xbox game. So
Avowed? Ooh.
until I don't have an Xbox game that I'm enjoying to be playing at any given moment, I'm not looking for some side bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's not. That's what all these games are. They're all side pieces. You know what I'm saying? I got my main squeeze. I got my Game Pass. Why would I go outside if I don't need it? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You'll come to me. They'll come to me. Kingdom Come will come. All right, it'll come.
Xbox, bring them hoes.
Yeah, not
Bring them
yet. I ain't got
hoes.
time for that shit anyway. Gotta be honest with you. Like my gaming deck is stacked with Xbox games and Game Pass games. I'm good. We got our boy RC Polygon
RC.
with that $5
Yo,
super chat. Appreciate you, my
thank
dude.
you.
Says, I'm gonna give some good news in the sea of bad news.
Mm,
We got, well, quote unquote bad news. Good
mhm.
job, RC. I like that.
Bad news.
Says we got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in Game Pass now. I'm gonna play DMZ. No need for marathon.
Woo!
I gotta be honest with you, RC Polygons. There's just no need for marathon at all. At all. I saw some footage of Arc Raiders, another extraction shooter. Yo, how Bungie should be embarrassed. What's those birds that put their head into the sand?
Oh my gosh. Wait.
Ostrich? Is it an ostrich?
No.
No?
No, right?
Yeah. No?
I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. Yeah, they hide their head into
Ostriches,
the
right? They do
sand.
that,
I don't
right? Is
think
that the
so.
bird that
I
they
gotta
just
Google that
they
now.
just
That's
stick their head into the sand?
anybody know? Let us know. Okay, hold up.
Somebody say it. Come on. I know we know. I know we know. But I that's who they are. Okay. Bungie needs to take their heads, stick that shit in the ground because no one is gonna respect them after this game comes out. Spartan661 says,
You're
I am
right.
correct. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Told you, baby.
Yes.
Ostrich.
Well, there you go.
I see them. I see them. Maybe there's a lot of ostriches out there that should be putting their heads in the sand after all this shit. Because guess what's gonna happen? Yo, bookmark it, bro. All these dudes talking shit, right? Fucking bookmark it. Look at everyone who made a video about this shit, talking shit. Bookmark it, and then fast forward to June showcase.
Mhm.
And let's see the fucking videos that are gonna come out. Xbox is the best box.
Game Pass.
I'm so good. Oh my god. I mean, it's so good. All the videos that are gonna come out on June showcase about Xbox. Oh, so tested. I love it. Right? Compare that to this video today. Let's just see. I bookmark that shit. All right, everybody, every one of these dudes
But
who
then,
are out here rocking
don't
it.
forget to bookmark that because about a week or two after the show, they'll have another
There'll be
meltdown.
more meltdowns of some
Yes.
other shit. There'll
More
be some nonsense.
meltdown
It's
to
just what it
follow.
is. It's just what it is.
Yes.
So like you could just create like those pop-up books. That's what I feel like they are. Like you open up the page. Oh, look at this one. Close it. Next page. Oh shit, look at that one. That's a problem. Right? This is just what it is, man. Look, I understand, right? YouTube is hard in these streets for a lot of people, right? I get it. So they gotta know what the people want to hear, right? The people want to hear outrage all the time. And I get it, right? I get it. But I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that shit. I don't got no fucking outrage on shit that's
I
not
mean, it's
worthy
like,
of
okay,
outrage,
on
bro.
3, we'll all do the same.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Like, come on, dude. Like,
This is what people are paying attention to right now. This is what's gonna get the ponies' attention. Right? Like, no.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'd rather not.
I'm
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
good without.
I'd rather not. Boomer Ben says bird knowledge on point. Thank you, sir.
That's right.
Thank
That's
you,
right.
sir. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'm good. Oh shit.
we gotta spread the
RJ, the
knowledge.
truth lies. What is
RJ,
going on,
what's
homie?
up?
Thank you for being here.
Thank
Says,
you.
where was the outrage when Xbox was given or still giving all those games for just $20 monthly on Game Pass? And discounts for those same games just because you have Game Pass.
Yo, tell
Matter
them.
of fact, Ponies. Ponies was making fun of Microsoft and Game Pass, telling people it's not sustainable and losing money. Interesting.
Yep. But they cry about what's in their subscription service. I mean, make it make sense. But it's true. You even get a freaking discount for having Game Pass on your games if you want to buy them. Like,
That's the truth. I need to address something else. We got
Go
our
ahead.
boy, our homie, Cullen Prime in the building.
It was good.
Thank you, my brother. He has some good questions here. He says, how is raising prices competing? Competing to see who can raise their consoles the highest? No. So pricing is not where they're competing because you and I both know that Xbox doesn't give a fuck if you buy the console or not. They're giving you literally so many other options to play their games away from console. So they're not competing.
I mean,
in that
even
sense.
a freaking Fire
But
Stick.
if they have people who are choosing to raise their prices, right, in the console market, why the fuck should Xbox not do it? Yeah. Oh, well, to keep it cheap for everybody, bro.
I mean,
how many
it's a
times do they
known
tell us?
thing that they've been losing money on the console. Should they stay that way while Nintendo is out here raising their prices by $150 more? Is that not ridiculous? Is that not crazy? If what does that tell the industry when you're bringing that much more value with your games and you have a better console, but you're cheaper? And the competition is allowed to make more money even though they're using glue to put together the Switch 2? Like,
Imagine being in a world where you have to look at your competition, see them raising their prices, see them selling their consoles out,
and the
see them
world be
getting
okay
no
with it?
smoke for being at $80 a game, and you can't do it because the media said no.
Mhm.
You can't do it
They
because
can.
you're Microsoft. They can do
can.
it because they're Nintendo. PlayStation could do it because they're PlayStation. But if Xbox does it, no, senor. No. Me no speak English. Nobody wants to talk to these people no more. No, man. Come on, dude. Come on. This is bullshit, bro. You want to know how Xbox is competing? Tell me. Who's releasing the most games out there? Answer that question for me.
Xbox.
Everybody in the chat, answer the question for me. Who is releasing the most games? We're gamers, right? I'm assuming everybody in this chat, if they wanted the Xbox Series X, they already got it. Right? Yes.
I'm assuming so.
I'm assuming. right? So we're talking about competing.
Mhm.
Who is giving the most games out in these streets? And as a gamer, what do you care more about?
Mm.
You, Doodle.
Games?
The games. Wow.
Not Twitter,
Not Twitter. You know
right?
what's funny? Outside of the ponies, right? Take the ponies out of it, right? Like the pieces of crap that talk shit. The PlayStation fan base is so thankful for Xbox.
They
So
are.
grateful.
They are.
They're so thankful. They're just eating up these Xbox games. They're so happy. And look at these fucking Xbox. It's like, it's like people and their kids. It's their rich
Entitlement.
people's kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the rich people take care of their kids and give them good things. Anytime the parent says something, it's a problem, right? The kid thinks he can go off and say just some crazy shit on these streets. Do crazy, or get
Embarrass
all coked up.
the whole
You know what
family.
I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And it's like, it's y'all spoiled already. All these Xbox heads is spoiled. Like, they don't remember when they had to buy each one of these fucking games separately if they're a Game Pass subscriber. Think about how much money, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you save just in the last quarter, just these 3 months of gaming.
And that's like just even
Come on,
playing,
man.
paying regular price, right? A lot of people go and get those deals um where you can get it cheaper.
Facts. Look, I see it here. Who do it? Who's giving it to you? Xbox.
Mhm.
Xbox giving you. Xbox. Xbox give it to you. Xbox. Xbox give it to you. Atari. God damn it, Amit. Amit.
What?
Atari. The fuck, bro. Jeremy Brown. Xbox giving it to you. X gon' give it to you.
That's right. See, the thing is, it's such a
Mm,
and back to admit, it's just such a ridiculous question, but it seems like this is the way that it needs to be broken down. That's right, Becca.
that's right, Becca. She ain't fucking around. But this
Um,
is the truth, bro. This is the
yeah.
truth. This is the truth, right? They're the ones who are doing it. So who the like? How are we fucking? You're kidding me? I swear it's so crazy because I feel like people. I don't know. Maybe people were raised differently. I always learned way like since I was a kid, right? You never bite the hand that feeds you, right? You never bite the hand that feeds you.
These motherfuckers stay biting.
They stay trying to nibble at this motherfucker's palm when he's feeding them. It's like, no, bitch, get back, right? Like, you never bite the. What if
And then
Xbox said tomorrow, you know what? You're right. You're right. Sure thing, guys. You don't want it? No problem. We're keeping prices the same. Everything's going back down. But you know what we're going to do? Fuck Game Pass.
mhm.
Fuck Game Pass, but go enjoy. We'll keep all the prices the same for you pussies. Now I'm loose with it. Damn, sorry. We'll keep the price the same for all of y'all. We'll do it. But Game Pass gone. No problem. You didn't get it anywhere else anyway, right? You're okay with what they're doing, right? You're okay with what they're doing. We'll get rid of Game Pass. You don't need it. Pay the same prices. You save money. You're
I
happy,
mean,
right?
but that's not gonna change the fact that Nintendo is still gonna charge
But they'll be okay with it because
$80,
they didn't get to go
right?
ahead and they didn't have the price increase, right? So they'll
Mm.
be okay, right? That's what we're saying. That's the message we should send them, right? That's the message we should send them. Fuck the Game Pass,
I
right?
mean, but going back to your comment, yes, about the developers, super grateful. They wish list, pre-order
Oh
these
yeah.
games. They are happy as can be because they understand what it's like to not have any first party games on their platform, right? So to
Yep.
have quality games brought to their platform, if they support it, those games will probably continue to come in. And
Facts.
listen, good for them.
100%. 100%. It's just what it is, man. Just what it is. Relsky says they were raised differently. See, you can tell. I can't tell, bro. Yo, it's so sad. It's so crazy for me. Like, it's so wild. I never experienced like
Yeah,
people who just have no fucking like, I don't know, bro.
it's
Like, I'm not saying blind loyalty, but fucking some loyalty, dog. Like, this people, like, you're fucking playing like no other. Is this really hurting you, dude? You got the Series X. You got Game Pass. Like, I know for facts you guys got Game Pass. And you crying over an $80 game that they did not they did not bring this shit. No matter in all of history. What did we say back when they were telling us about what was that shit? Was it the games? Was it the games or the no. I remember. It was the when they fired a bunch of people, right? When Microsoft fired a bunch of
yes.
people. If you remember back in the day. This is a little while now. They did it, but other people, a bunch of other people had done it,
Yeah, they had
right?
done it. It
A
was
bunch of
in
other people had done it,
mhm.
but we said, and I remember it because I feel the same way about all this. It's like we couldn't be upset or sad for any of those people, right? In that time when we were doing the shows, because everyone wants to go ahead and constantly put the gun to Microsoft for everything. Everybody else is laying off people.
It's all okay.
Crickets. EA just laid off 300 people. Crickets. Xbox does it. Let's fucking burn these motherfuckers alive. They
And
are the worst. They are shit.
the
And yes, I'm not going to stand there and watch this shit just fucking happen. No. So instead of us having a moment to be like, hey, man, sucks for these people. Hope they land on their feet. We had to go in and be like, bro, get off their dicks, dude. They're doing what everybody else is doing.
And you know what's crazy? Theirs actually made sense
100%
because
it
it
did.
was after the ABK deal and, the merger and everything. At some point, they do have to this was bound to happen, right? These are the consequences of going ahead and what are you supposed to do? Keep everyone, even if you have your own team to take care of certain things, right? So it actually made sense, right? Unlike the other stuff that was taking place.
Agreed. 100%.
PlayStation, not only did they fire people from Bungie, they did it in a sneaky way to not give them their packages and continue with their insurance. And that was not necessarily spoken about or shamed for what they did to the people that they let go, right? At least with Microsoft, they made it very clear that they have their packages and that like they put a statement together in which they kind of cover everything that they were going to do. So like it's just crazy the lack of grace and understanding on things that make 100% sense, and then the grace and understanding and overlook that they give to these other companies that they get away with this stuff and not even be called out when they're wronging people. Because if at the end of the day, this is about the people that are getting fired or getting screwed over, then it's a necessity that if you're taking those stands, that you take it for everyone, right? We're all equal. And so if you're going to give Microsoft the smoke, even though they're doing their part in taking care of the people that are letting go, and it makes complete sense. I expect you to be out there with torches burning down freaking every morning, putting out a tweet every 2 hours. Go ahead and keep up with it because you need to look out for these people that you've taken upon yourself. Some people could not sleep over the fact that Xbox had let people go.
They couldn't play the game.
They couldn't play their
They couldn't get through the
games.
game.
I
I
mean, they were
can't play the game.
traumatized. But I
Wow.
didn't get to hear their version about how they felt about what PlayStation did to those Bungie employees that they,
That
you
they
know,
gutted.
they gutted,
They gutted.
that they
People who've
screwed
been there
over.
forever. People who made Bungie tossed out like trash.
Mhm.
No,
People who
no
made
words.
PlayStation tossed out like
Tossed out like
trash.
trash. No words. Even the PlayStation people. That's why there's no loyalty over. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's just PlayStation, the brand, right? That's all they care about. Just defending PlayStation, the brand. They don't care about anything else. So that's what they get. It it is what it is. We do. Space Shot says, "Quote: Microsoft can't lay anyone off. They're a $1 trillion company."
That is the craziest thing.
Satya shakes his head again.
I mean,
3 trillion,
right?
bitch.
That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. I mean, at that point, why even have them show up to work? Just send them a check. Send them a check anyways. Keep everybody employed. I mean, hire us. I mean,
I'll be
the
dope.
whole chat. Let's go. Right?
Everybody in here.
Find a
Fucking do it.
place for us. We're good.
Cut the check. We'll be happy. We do have the homie House of Cards. Our brother.
Yo,
Thank you
what's
so much for being
good?
here, my
Thank
dude.
you,
Thank you for
love.
that $5
Thank
super
you.
chat. Says, I love that profile pic too, by the way.
Right?
See the steam behind the Xbox logo? That's fire.
Yes.
Says, I'll cry about it on my podcast. After I finish Oblivion, Expedition 33, Rematch, Doom, Wu Chang, Towerborn, all on Game Pass. Then I'm going to cry and be so mad that Xbox has done such a thing. Come on, man.
That's true, bro.
Come on.
That's
Dude.
true. Let me pause my game that's in Game Pass real quick so I can send out this treat. And then let me get back to my game. That's crazy.
Dude, it's
That's crazy.
real
Carl.
crazy. It's real crazy, bro. It's real crazy. It's real crazy. These dudes out here really, really butthurt, coming around thinking that we are supposed to fall in line with their fucking beliefs. Like, are you fucking cracked?
Apparently.
Like, how long have you known us, motherfuckers? When the fuck do we fall in line? Come on, man. Come on, man. You know
Never.
better. You know better. We don't
Should.
fall in no lines, homies. All right. I think the point was made.
I think so.
Just want to make sure there was nothing else. All right. So there was this I don't know. I don't really want to get into that. Oh, you know what I do? You know what I do want to put up for some reason I, I guess Tim Dog had a moment where he was seen clearly. So there was somebody somebody who did a post. All right, actually it's Tim Dog. So Tim Dog came over here. Let me put this over here. So Tim Dog made a post, said, unpopular opinion, but the gaming industry held off so long on raising game prices. I understand the reason. The industry needs this, in my opinion. It needs to get margins in a good spot. Nintendo wasn't being greedy, nor is Xbox here or Sony. They are trying to make it where they can make games and make it where it's profitable for them. They, like us, want to continue making games. Let's just hope the quality improves and maybe a little more risk taking because the margins will be more manageable. They need to get the economy right, and I'd rather pay a little more to get more. Some pretty fucking rational thoughts right now.
Agreed.
And then he continues again. I remember talking to Phil on Xbox Live about Quantum Break, and he told me for a game to break even like that, it has to sell 5 million units. It sold what, 2? He also said, as Xbox not being the market leader, it becomes compounding, dealing with smaller margins. This has been a problem for the industry for a long time. Sony barely making profit on Spider Man even after its sales. The industry needs this, in my opinion. I personally have no problem paying more because I have a good understanding of what's going on, being on people who I have talked to and who I listen to. I'd rather pay more and have gaming than pay less and have less quality and fewer games. I mean, fucking Tim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect
this
that
is the Tim
opinion.
that we fucking remember from back in the day, being able to just fucking not be crazy, actually just have some good things to say. Yeah, I mean, look, as much as, you know, it is a bitch to do this, right? you you have to realize that this is a business at the end of the day. And for you to think that it's not important that it's a business, that you just want it to be about games and the game should just show up magically like fucking pixie dust and there's the game and it doesn't cost them what it cost them. And for you to say, just make smaller games or cheaper games,
that they're
bro,
not gonna buy or
that they're not
support
going to buy
because
support
they're
because they're smaller
smaller
and
and
cheaper.
cheaper. It's like, how old are we? We do know that things cost money, right? And were you about to leave me muted? That's wild. Um, what I said before, was we all know that things cost money, right? And to be blinded to the idea of what goes into these games and like Tim Dog saying the quality, right? It's such a, we don't want to miss out on that. Um, so I agree with what he's saying. The idea that we don't it's just the games. It's all about the games and the prices should never go up. And Microsoft has enough money to not have to raise the prices or do this or that. Like it sounds ignorant to me. It sounds ignorant to continue to bring up the $3 trillion company situation when if you're talking about that type of money and you understand who they are, you also understand what it takes to get there and you understand that it's a business. So I can't understand. It's juvenile and it's ignorant, the idea that they should be keeping people that they don't need, or that they should be keeping games cheap and consoles cheap when the competitors are not doing so. That's that's a crazy mentality to me.
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, look, again, no, like, to be clear, I wish they could figure it out, right? I wish they could figure it out without having to raise prices and do any of that shit. But the one line I will agree with 150%. And again, I'm not saying that it should happen, but I'd rather pay more and have gaming than pay less and have less quality and fewer games.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reality.
And listen, even like PlayStation, we know what has been going on there, right? So even though like the idea of the pisser being crazy, right? You understand why they almost had to do that, right? With the prices. They've been taking loss after like it's just been brutal over there. Yes, they're not making quality games, but we haven't seen flops like that ever. So these are big hits. And he brought up Spider-Man. we like they have to pay Disney. It's not just, oh, we spend this much on the game, this is what came back. Then you also got to think of marketing, the cut for Disney. This is not their IP. So it's just it is what it is. The prices did have to get raised, but I think when we're looking at where this all started, it wasn't with Xbox, even though they were the ones providing the best games and the most games.
Agreed. Agreed. I just think we need to understand that at some point, and again,
And now Nintendo, even though this is what they've spent the most on, this is like their most expensive game, this Mario Kart, they're making a lot of money by boosting up the price. They're making a lot of money by boosting up the price on that console, by boosting up the price by 50% on those amiibos. They're banking those cheap ass Joy Cons. They're boosting up the price. They're making more money.
Agreed. Um, yeah, I think at the end of the day, like we have to just understand that the other option is that you don't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like blame like I'm trying like I want to I want you to understand that I get the frustration, especially if you're financially challenged, right?
Mhm.
Like I get that shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Times are tough. You know, it's hard to come out with the extra money. So nobody wants to hear that it's cool for prices to go up, right? The, no one wants, no matter how much, like people with the most money in the world don't want to spend a nickel more than they have to.
Mhm.
Okay. That's just the reality of what this is. Right. So we're not excited that prices have gone up. We're not. But at the end of the day, right? This is
Rational
real shit. Like
thinking,
this shit
though.
really
Rational
costs real
thinking
money.
has to kick in at some point. Logic has to kick in at some point.
Facts.
This is a logical tweet, right? Understanding. I love the sharing about Quantum Break and how it needs to sell 5 million units in order um for it to
Break
be
even.
yeah, to break even. That's not even to make profit. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
It's not even to make profit. It's just to break even. And it sold 2 million units. And this is the thing though, for them to, because PlayStation, when they started getting slapped up with this reality, they just started trimming out and trimming out and trimming out, and we are seeing what is left of PlayStation. The fact that Xbox is still pushing forward with those creative projects, with those passion projects, knowing that these are the risks that they're taking. I mean, we're still getting gaming as if it's as profitable as ever.
Facts. Fuzzy Tomato fucking nails it. No one's trying to just break even when they invest tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. Facts, dude. That's not what this is about.
That's not the mentality that you go in with. And if you have to sit there biting your nails, wondering if you're going to break even, that's another problem. That's gambling, right? That's gambling.
It is. They're literally putting out money hoping to get a return, not break even to get a return, right? But that's the reality, right? That's the reality. Um, and look, I've seen it in the chat. The homie Boomer Benz, no better ecosystem than Xbox for people on a budget.
Mhm.
I mean, come on, dude. Like how ridiculous is it to not realize that yes, the actual consoles are going up in price, games are going up in price, but we know there's an alternative, right? You don't have to buy a console. You don't have to buy the individual games. With one subscription and a TV that you already own, or a PC you already own, or an original Xbox One that you already own, you can go ahead and enjoy every single new game that's released from Xbox. And listen, I know the world wants you to think that cloud gaming sucks. I know they want you to think that the cloud is never going to work because it's only good if you're playing on the hardwire console. I will tell you 150% with 100% certainty that those people are full of shit or they have super shitty internet because I do the vast majority of my gaming on streaming, whether it's through the one of my favorite ways, which is the Steam Deck
Yep.
OLED. Sometimes I use the Logitech G Cloud. Sometimes I'm just on the console streaming shit that I don't feel like downloading or waiting for it to be done.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
And it works. It
Mhm.
works extremely well. If you have shit internet, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not great yet, but you know, obviously then that's not for you. But if you do have good internet, I mean, the shit works, fam. It works. Works great. You know? I'm just saying, like, there's ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways and listen, you know, even if it's not the best experience for you, if the alternative is nothing, I mean, at least you got options, right? At least you got options. Um, and Xbox does deliver those options. So look, I don't, you know, we spent a lot of time on this. Let's move on. We got a couple other things to talk about. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, again, nobody nobody said that this was the way that we want this shit to be. Nobody said, "Oh God, please, I really hope prices go up." You know what I'm saying?
I mean, who would?
Nobody. No logical person would ever ask for that, right? Oh, there was one more thing that I wanted to bring up. Let me do this real quick. We have our boy. Oh, we have Richard Hogue. Okay. Um, I don't know if you guys don't know him. He's a lawyer who has a firm, and he has you know, and he was big in mergers and acquisitions, so he became really popular during the uh, Xbox acquisition of Activision and Blizzard. I don't remember if it was during. Um, I don't remember if it was during the Bethesda one too. I don't remember. I know that when I followed him, it was during one of those acquisitions. I think it was the Activision one that he kind of really popped off. And he just, you know, talks about gaming stuff from the perspective of like the reality of law and shit like that. So he had a few things to say about this. So he says, as far as Xbox prices, he says, like the PlayStation 5 Pro setting the Switch pricing window before it, so too has Nintendo's pricing regime given permission for Xbox to up jump its prices as well. Fucking Nintendo. Further, with confusion about the economy and tariffs running rampant, every industry participant has a useful scapegoat to cover any increasing pain points they want to manifest. As always, the market will bear what the market will bear. And if I were sitting in these boardrooms now, does seem to be a clear window to, oh, I'm sorry, if I was sitting in these boardrooms, now does seem to be a clear window to run things up. Even if I personally think leisure likely can't support these prices against food and shelter in the near terms. Agreed. Agreed. And you know, I made this point on Boom Show earlier, but you know, honestly, I really think we're making a little bit of a bigger deal of these $80 prices. Um, at least as far as like Xbox is concerned. Nintendo's a little more for the things that you want from Nintendo, they're gonna hit you with the 80. I believe that. The shit that you don't really care about, they'll make cheaper.
Oh, for
But
sure.
the shit that you want from them, they will hit you with the 80. On Xbox side, we want a lot of the smaller stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they've been pretty good at keeping those prices lower for anybody who doesn't have Game Pass. But I don't think $80 is gonna be like the new norm, right? Like I think that $80 is going to be the upper limit. So like your Dooms, I mean not the the games it's not happening yet. So but like Doom would qualify for that. You know, next year Fable, shit like that. Whatever they consider to be the the highest level of quality, um I think that that's where it's going to be. Smart 661 I see fan, appreciate you homie. Be great, be easy. So, like, I don't think we're gonna get 80 across the board. I don't think that's gonna be realistic. I don't think every game is gonna be 80. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be the same way. I think Xbox is just gonna judge it based off of how much their budget is. If they spend a lot on the game, more than likely it'll be full price. If they spend less, they'll charge less. I just think that that's going to be the way. And I think just in general, even across the industry, just like you said, the market's going to bear what it bears, right? I don't think there's going to be a lot of people who can afford to spend $80 on a game. I just don't think so. In the
I agree.
chat earlier, somebody said, $80 is groceries for the week for them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow.
Like, I know you hear that.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy because we haven't had that in like a million years with 6 kids running around. But
I
yeah,
mean,
for
it's true
for
though, like,
somebody, that's the reality, right? So for somebody, it's like, well, groceries this week
well,
or this game that I might not even like.
that's the thing, right? Perspective changes everything. When you weigh it against something else, it has to make sense. And I think that was, and you brought up a great point, right? It's like, okay, well, do I get this game that I may not play? So the same thing comes in with the new prices, right? And I brought up they said 1 to 2 games a year. If those 2 games now turn into 1, what do you think is going to happen? That same mentality where it's like, okay, well, which one do I want and why? How do I justify the $80 more, right? And that's the issue that I had and that I have with Nintendo. I can't justify paying $80 for Mario Kart. I can't.
Big facts.
So, then the question was brought up about Grand Theft Auto 6. What if that's $80? I can justify that. I can see how you shouldn't have to pay the same for Mario Kart that you do for Grand Theft Auto 6 or Call of Duty, right?
Facts. I mean, it's the truth.
Yes, Relski, that's what I'm talking about. So I was taking, but Relski says groceries definitely ain't cheap. Eggs still ain't what it used to be. Listen, the the chickens. People are renting chickens now to get their eggs because supposedly that's cheaper than buying the eggs. Yeah, that's crazy. I remember when I first saw, I was like, "Holy crap, $12 for eggs? When did that happen?" And that's crazy. I don't know. But see, when things like this take place, you just don't know if they'll ever kind of hit back um to where they were though. Prices easily go up. What they don't, it's they don't it's a lot harder to bring those prices down. Even if the money is available, because now they want that profit, right? Someone brought up, I lost the comment, that Nintendo doesn't drop their prices though, right? And that's a very valid point. They don't.
They don't. Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, so it's not the same. We were talking about Assassin's Creed and how a lot of people were saying, why would I buy it now when I could just wait couple of weeks or a month and their prices are chopped down, right? That's not going to happen with Nintendo. That's not what they do. So these are different companies.
Very different companies.
So when you're thinking about those prices, you have to also weigh in the fact that those prices are not going to drop. And it's not just, it's even like if you don't have Xbox or if you don't have Game Pass and your kids are into games, right? w- The holidays are going to shift. The holidays are going to shift because if you got 2, 3, 4 games, that's going to get cut back when parents show up at the store and it's like, no, 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 these games are $80 plus tax now.
Yeah.
Try explaining to someone that in order to gift a game, you have to buy them a $100 gift card to make sure that it's covered. And don't even try to show up. You know those people that show up at birthday parties or during Christmas, they send your kid like a $20 gift card to GameStop or 25, like, and then your kid is like, "Well, let me go get my game with this gift card," but you're paying 3/4 of what
Yeah.
the
Like,
shit
you better
is
put that
worth,
shit
and it's
back.
like, "That's my gift. That's my gift to you now."
Yeah.
That's not their gift. That's just only covering tax now.
It's the truth, yo. It's the truth. It's crazy, but it's the reality. Look, I mean, again, like obviously this is a hot topic, right?
Yeah.
This is a big thing that's going on. And again, it's when we get past the fucking ridiculousness that people are trying to fucking talk all this shit about Xbox or whatever the fuck, and instead if we could just focus on the conversation about what it means and what's happening and
Well,
all this shit.
I love that you said that. Yes. The conversation is not being had because we're trying to figure out how Xbox is to blame.
Facts.
I think that if we all come into an understanding of who started this situation, then we can get to that's the root of the problem. Then we can conversate about the actual problem and why this is an issue and how this is going to affect gamers and how that's going to essentially change gaming moving forward. The
Facts.
console prices, yes, we got ours, but this is going to apply to the next console, right? These new prices are going to apply and this is going to reflect how the next consoles are going to be. They're going to be much higher, and that's why these prices are going up. So there's
Agreed.
not that huge of a gap where you feel like, wait, hold up, what just took place here?
Yep. Agreed. 100%. Yeah.
Mac, shout out to Mac. He says Doodle Breath of the Wild is still $60.
Yeah.
And I mean, not for the Switch 2. Breath of the Wild is coming along.
I mean, the Breath of the Wild
That one
Switch 2 edition
is
is
70, right?
this a no, that's 90.
Is it? I thought hold on.
Breath of the Wild. Remember we said it. If you want the full game, because the expansion is not part of it. So you still have to get the expansion.
Yeah, yep.
So if you want to experience the full game, that talk about an old thing being charged a lot of money, that's crazy talk that they want to charge Breath of the Wild with the expansion $90. 90 more than the 80, $90, bro. $90. That's fucking asinine. That's asinine. But we coming out here talking shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just perspective, man. It's just perspective.
Agreed.
We don't need to go crazy over bullshit. But I I will say that at the end of the day, we're gonna see how this plays out. Um, Max City says this is terrible for gamers. See, Max City, appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Look, I mean, it's not exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's not exciting. And if we could just talk about games as a whole going up, right? Like games as a whole going up, it's like, yeah, that's not exciting. Like nobody wants that. And we just had that discussion because people are going to have a hard time in general doing this, right? As much as Game Pass is dope, some people cannot just tack on another bill because that's what it becomes, right? If you just have Game Pass and going every month, it's a bill that you have, and some people can't do it. So some people have to buy their games, and for those people, it's not easy
I
and it's
mean,
not
this is gonna
exciting.
be this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it was hard enough to get to 70. Now you got to get to 80. Crazy. Fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. But like what Tin Dog said, unfortunately, prices are not getting cheaper. And as much I know that a lot of us say, oh, we don't need the better graphics, we don't need this, we don't need that. But as soon as we see some game come out from one of these first party publishers, whether Xbox or PlayStation, and that game looks ass, that we talk so much shit about these games, no matter how you cut it. They can't go over there and come out with some shit and just be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we're not rising up the price of the game, guys. Don't worry, but we're just gonna keep it at the same level." No, man. You know, Relsky, I'm back.
He's back.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Click the wrong button. Relsky says, not to sound like an asshole, but there are free games too.
I mean, that is true.
I mean, and let's be real. Let's be real dead honest, right? The most honest we can be. The vast majority of motherfuckers playing video games are playing the free ones. I mean, let's just call a spade, right? Like it's the free games that get the most burn, right?
Agreed.
So how many people are actually affected by this? In the grand scheme of things, not that many. But still, it is what it is.
So I was muted because
I was out.
you were out.
Yeah. So
Thank you, House of Cards.
technically she wasn't muted, just her mic wasn't here.
And Force says that it was a pony attack.
It was a fucking pony attack. Goddamn ponies moving the buttons
And
on my
Cage
mouse. Fucking me
and
up.
Vampiro Borracho Doodle. I told you it wouldn't be the first or last time he muted
I didn't
you.
mute. God damn it.
Damn.
I didn't mute anybody. Okay. It's not my
It
fault.
is.
All right. Guys, let's move on. Okay, because we got shit to talk about. All right. Can't just sit here and doing this. All right, we gotta talk about the real shit. The real important shit. Okay? This is all fun and games until you end up with the problem. But I forgot that since I got kicked out, I have to get all this shit.
No. And we know how fast you go ahead and get all these things together. So this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, joke's on you. It was fast because I am ready. I just gotta change my chapter. Bam. Okay. So look at this shit right here. Look at this shit right here. That's right. Can you imagine being in a world where your PlayStation and you say, we just dropped a trailer for Ghost of Yote that showed
On Twitter
that had a release date. And all those people who might have seen that and said, oh, interesting, I would love to know more. You then announce after that there's going to be a state of play on one game. And those ponies, they perk up real quick because they said, holy shit, did they just drop a trailer for Ghost of Yote as a little tease for this amazing state of play that they're going to get, where we're going to learn every detail that we ever wanted to learn about the game that's dropping in a few months? No, you stupid ass. No, why would that happen? No. What is it? Well, state of play for PlayStation was for Borderlands 4. That's right. Borderlands 4, the multi-platform game that's going everywhere, that everyone knows about, is the focus and sole game of State of Play.
That's
by
wild.
PlayStation.
Soul game, you guys, not and right? Just Borderlands 4.
Bro, are you
And they didn't even give it enough time. As soon as the date was changed for Borderlands, they were like, all right, give us our show. They cashed in real fast.
Well, this is the thing. I think we know the situation here. I think we cracked the code pretty easily. If you remember,
And by the way, we were the
that's
ones.
the way it goes. Go ahead.
Real quick, just we were the ones who knew that for they took the bag or the help for what's that game? With the collector's edition was coming to Xbox. Damn, I'm blanking out. With the monkey.
Black Myth Wukong.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody said there wasn't a bag involved. There was
And
a
after
bag involved.
multiple bullshit back and forth, we found out by Sony that there was, in fact, a bag. So, Borderlands 4, we know that this was this is their own form of a bag. They were given some benefits here by having their own state of play. I don't know, please somebody can check for me. Has there been a state of play for a third party game exclusively?
Not that we know of. If anyone in the chat remembers one that
I
was
don't remember
not,
seeing one. I want to know
that
if they went ahead
had
and had a third party exclusively as the state of play game. So Borderlands 4. What was the original release date? It was the day that Marathon was releasing.
the same date.
Same day. Borderlands 4, Marathon, releasing the same day.
And a few weeks away from Ghost of Yotei.
And a few weeks away from literally less than a week and a half. Because September 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, was the date. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I could be wrong. And then
for Ghost of Yotei, I thought it was October.
No, October 2nd.
Yes.
Ghost of Yotei Marathon.
Okay.
September 23rd. Ghost of Yotei the 2nd. So 10 days and 2 days. So 12 days. So less than 2 weeks is Ghost of Yotei. So Borderlands 4, which is clearly the bigger game out of both scenarios, Ghost of Yotei and Marathon, went ahead and literally on the same day that it was announced that Borderlands 4 is getting a state of play for themselves, they moved the date. They moved the date 2 weeks earlier, not later, earlier, to go ahead and let Marathon and Ghost of Yotei
as if that's going to help.
As if that's going to help.
That's the bigger joke here. As if that's going to change anything. Their fate has been decided. But I have to say, I didn't think that I thought Ghost of Yotei was going to be delayed. And it does look better than I thought it would look, but there wasn't that much to see. And there wasn't that much gameplay as well. And as you pointed out, CMoney, it's a little off as well. But this is to show you they went ahead and they threw it on Twitter. It wasn't like a big announcement, right? A big deal made out of the date being revealed and the new trailer for Ghost of Yotei. But aside from not having much confidence on maybe how well the game is going to do, it also shows the lack of confidence on what they're bringing to the table with Ghost of Yotei as well. Because if this was something that they were excited about, that they felt like maybe people were not all for changing the protagonists, but we're bringing something that they just won't be able to resist, right? I think that they would want to showcase that and show people the reason why they should be buying this game, the reason why they should pre-order Ghost of Yotei and be excited for it, right? And that's not something that they're doing. If anything, just like most of their games, what they're trying to do is kind of keep it hidden and hope that people will just buy it and see what happens from it. But again, the lack of confidence just shows. So I don't know exactly what to expect. Obviously, it's more of Ghost of Tsushima, right? Kind of like a more polished looking extension of Ghost of Tsushima with a new protagonist and a new um story. Don't want to say completely new. Who knows how much they're taking from the last game, but um that's pretty much what's being brought to the table.
It'd be different if Borderlands was like, I don't know, a July game. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like way earlier, and they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna do Borderlands now because Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yote is coming out so much later that we can just do it after." But they're doing a state of play now for
Yeah.
a game that was releasing a couple weeks before Ghost of Yote. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have done the Ghost of Yote one, but they chose to do one with a game that they know is going to make more money for them
Mhm.
than
Essentially.
their own games, than both of their
I
games
think
combined.
I think all of the other games are making more money for them than their actual games.
Mm,
So,
yeah, yeah. This is a this is just a sign. It shows you, right? It just shows you what they are. It shows you that PlayStation has no confidence in their first party games. They're showing you that you shouldn't be excited for first party games because it's just not not that important. It's not that important. They show you it's not that important. That's the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's
they're
not a
showing
big
you that.
deal, and I think that's the message that we're getting. It's not a big deal in comparison to what third parties have to bring to the table and what they have to offer. Um, so they themselves are saying there's nothing to be excited about when it comes to these games.
Agreed.
I think they themselves are not pumped about it.
I think we need to get to a point when PlayStation tells you something, you fucking listen. They're telling you that these games don't matter.
Mhm.
That yeah, they're coming. Just whatever. Like, who cares? Okay, we got the real shit that's gonna really make us money coming out. I want you to pay attention to that, please. And that's crazy
And
stuff. But
anytime we remaster The Last of Us for sure.
I wonder when's the next time they're gonna do that.
Right? I feel like it's how long has it been? It comes out when? The
Uh,
pre-orders went
I
up,
don't know,
right?
but I feel like you
Co
need
In,
like
like, June, July, I
like
think?
warehouses and shit where they're like, there's a sign that says like we've gone this many days without an accident.
Yes!
Like at this point, it's like we've gone this many days without a remaster. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like
From
that.
The Last of Us.
I
So
like that.
I think that that's a board that needs to be
Yeah.
sold.
I feel like that a lot of people will buy that,
Agreed.
even as just a joke,
Agreed.
you know?
We got a homie, Lord
Loneliness!
Roughness, in the building. My dude, thank you, my brother, for being here, man.
Thank
Appreciate you. Thank you
you.
for that £5 super chat, man. Appreciate you, homie. Says Game Pass has made sense for years now. And that was before a huge game like COD became available on the service for the first time. Lord Ruffus, you ain't fucking lying, dude. Game Pass is so crazy good, dude. Like it's so crazy good. I can't understand the idea that people are gonna go and talk shit about it. I can't. I can't fathom it. I can't. Doesn't make no sense to me. Oh, Brarius, what's up, man? Thank you for being
Yo!
here, bro. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says
Thank
this
you.
freaking sucks. Joe ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Enjoy.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you,
Thank
my dude.
you.
Thank you for being here. We got the motherfucking homie Do UK down the blue 47 with
Yo!
that $10 super chat, man. Appreciate you,
Thank
fam.
you.
Thank you so much for being here, brother. Says, remember though, who is making Borderlands 4? Gearbox, owned by 2K Games, which also owns what else? Rockstar, who is releasing what? GTA 6. Maybe 2K is setting up a clear path for GTA 6. Well, this is the reality of what you just said right now. If that's the case, then Sony might as well just cancel Ghost of Yotei.
I know.
Because if Grand Theft Auto's dropping in early October, then it's fucked.
I
Okay,
also
it's fucked. It's fucked without Grand
I
Theft
can't
Auto.
see you. See where
Oh, I'm
did you
hiding.
fall
I'm
off your
sorry,
high
sorry.
chair?
My bad,
What
my bad.
happened?
Why I gotta be a
Your
high chair?
booster seat?
Why it has to be that way?
I mean, you're
Hmm?
hanging up the side. We can't see you. We can only imagine you've fallen and you can't get up. Are you hanging on to the armrest? What's going on over there?
Wow. That's
You
real
good?
wild. Yeah.
Okay, just
I'm good.
checking.
I'm good.
You scared us.
So listen. Okay. I was fine.
Oh, good. Oh,
There was no problems.
man. Whew.
So no need to stress.
Thank you. Thank goodness.
Okay, hold on. Wait, where am I?
Wow, that was one heck of a fall.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm sorry, I was just looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so GTA 6. I mean, look, if it's coming out anywhere near Ghost of Yotei, Ghost of Yotei is already
A ghost.
a ghost for sure. So the fact that that game might come out around it would be asinine. You know what I'm saying? It would be destructive.
I also think though, if that were the situation, this would have already been preset. Like they wouldn't
Yeah,
come
like
out
you
here
wouldn't
with
have
a date and then be like, "Oh
yes.
wait, hold on.
You
How
wouldn't
did we
have
miss
tied
this?
it. You
Let's
wouldn't have
move
tied
it."
it to a state of play.
Yes, and if you were going to move it, then you wouldn't move it back just 2 weeks.
And
This is
there would be something prepared for it,
Mhm.
but instead it was homeboy just on a mic, holding his phone like, "Hey guys, I'm walking around my building and guess what? We went ahead and we moved the date. Woo!" like, oh, and it's gonna be
No.
a state of play tomorrow. Like what?
These
What?
things
You
just
should have disconnected them. The
yeah,
fact that you
they
said them together makes it feel like you did it for that reason.
I mean, I think it's because that is exactly why they did it. I think PlayStation a little desperate right now and they have their own 2 games coming out back to back. Um they're giving them what, 10 days apart, so they believe in marathon, which is valid, less than they did in Concord. They're giving it 10 days instead of 12. But I think that for Borderlands, they were like, "Listen, with everything we have to finish up and tidy up, all we can give you is 2 weeks." And that's the best they can do. And PlayStation was like, "We'll take
We'll take
it.
it.
Say no more."
That's
I
real.
would settle for 1 week.
That's real wild. Sad, but I mean, it just doesn't look good. But I mean, look, it's just the way. It's just too obvious.
Yeah.
That's what they did. They did it. They took the state of play. They got the promotion, and they moved to give it space. Everybody was already talking about how Borderlands 4 was going to snuff out Marathon.
Mhm.
So Marathon is snuffing out Marathon.
I know, I was gonna
So,
say anything.
facts.
Anything can snuff it out.
The homie Do You Can Now Points out that $2 super chat says, "Now put me on the list." It's like, you know why I did it, see? Put me on the list. Your name is on the list, sir.
Oh,
Thank
we
you, brother.
got you. We
Appreciate you,
got
man.
you. It's
Appreciate
there.
you.
Thank
That's
you.
funny. But yeah, man. Look, I think at the end of the day, you can move Borderlands all you want. It's not gonna save Marathon.
No. I
It's
mean,
not.
at the end of the day, Borderlands got a little pocket change to, to ramp up. And PlayStation's just gonna be out of more money.
Facts.
It's not going to change anything. And they're not taking into account what games are going to be released from Xbox at that time that they're gonna go ahead and say, and guess what? They're going to PlayStation.
Mm.
So we'll see.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good time, bro. This is
Agree.
gonna be a really good time. Like, I'm really excited to see how all those dates play out later on. Bring some tears to these games. Buckle them down. I mean, look, honestly, I really wish that I really wish they were making Ghost of Tsushima too. I actually, by the time I got to the end of it, I was like, all right, I'm down to see where he became the ghost. I'm down to see where this goes. But no, they
It's like
ruined it.
they cut the story
Yeah, they
short.
ruined it. They ruined it. They're a bunch of ass bitches. So I don't really care about that game, but we'll see. It looks fine. It's disappointing. And to be clear, just so you know, and I love being proven right, but I just want to make sure that everybody's aware. Remember the last episode where I went in on Ghost of Yote?
You did, yes.
Okay, on the graphics. Because I
Yeah.
said it didn't look next gen.
Mhm.
You know who also did a breakdown and said it didn't look next gen?
Mm,
Digital Foundry.
mm.
Yeah. Digital Foundry co-signed my rant. They literally in the video cut a clip of me talking, put it in there and said, what this guy said is true. I made up that part, but the words are the same. They said that what I said was true. It just doesn't look next gen. It's an embarrassment.
More
That's
of
just
the
what it is.
same, yeah.
Yeah. It's just reality. We got the homie Lord Roughness in the building with that $5
Yo!
super chat. Appreciate you, fam. Says,
Thank
and in
you.
contrast to my last supper, oh, super.
What?
Sorry, bro. Sorry, it's a little late. It's a little late right now. It says PlayStation and its ecosystem with its expensive games all playing the same hasn't made sense for years. Other big facts. Other big facts. Absolutely. Those are bars. It's sad, but honestly, like this PlayStation 5.
That's why I don't understand where their money's actually going. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Plays the same, looks the same, same foundation, but you spend almost $400 million on more of the same that was already created? Like, talk about bad management. Mismanagement, is that what they say about Xbox? Look at these clowns.
It's a real problem.
Like, what are they doing with this money?
Paying debt.
Someone's taking it. Someone's keeping that money.
Something's
I'm
happening.
just saying something doesn't sound right.
We got the homie DUK now, the Boy Boy inside of the
Hold
building.
hold on, real quick. It's him too. Is he Money versus Church? Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh my god. Thank
That's
you, brother, for
funny.
that $5 which I appreciate your
Thank
fab. Says
you.
also, PlayStation delayed the release of Lost Soul Aside for a few months to get it polished up.
Mm.
Nothing to do with Elden Ring Night releasing the same day. No,
Nothing.
I didn't know that Elden
Nothing.
Ring Night Raid was releasing the same day. This is the problem. Let me tell you something. The problem is when you're releasing a game and other games mean more to more people,
Mhm.
then you are constantly having to move your shit. And that's the reality. You have games that people are just not feeling.
I mean,
Lost Soul Aside is a little game that the few, maybe a million people, and I can tell you right now, Stellar Blade did a million, and that had a lot of hype behind it.
it did.
I'm sorry, but Lost Soul Aside does not have the Stellar Blade hype. It just doesn't.
What is their problem? Ghost, Lost Soul? It's like they're trying to define what PlayStation is in their freaking titles. They're like, guys, this is how we feel. We feel like a lost soul just
That's
pushed aside.
hilarious.
We feel
That's
like a
real hilarious.
ghost
That's
that no
fucking
one
funny.
sees.
Oh my god,
Crazy.
that's fucking hilarious. We got our boy DJ Bertle. What's
Yo!
up, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you for that super chat. It says, okay, Jesus, C Money, the Last Supper. Oh shit, super. I think I said the same. I don't know what you were trying to say. I don't know why the Last Supper happened that way, but
Mm,
you know, shit happens. So
mm.
it had to be said. Had to be said. Had to be a reminder out there. Do you with the $2 super chat? Thank you, brother. It says,
It's
how do you like the
PlayStation's
profile
Last
pic?
Supper.
Oh shit. Damn. That's real wild.
That's probably what's coming to mind,
That cuts
see.
them deep. That
That's
cuts them real deep.
the Holy Spirit speaking through you.
Power compels you. Oh my god. Broke boy says, "How do you like the profile pic?" What is that? A Power
Oh
Ranger?
my gosh.
The fuck is
Oh,
that? What do you see it,
Doom,
babe?
the profile pic, right?
Yeah. Is that Doom?
That's what I'm seeing.
Is that a helmet?
I need, I need glasses, guys.
Get my binoculars out.
You got it. Take a picture and zoom in.
Oh wait, hold on. I can do this. Oh, I think that's. Is that him wearing a Doom helmet? Broke boy, is that you wearing a Doom helmet? Look at Cage. Cage is already fucking gone with the wind.
He said he was high.
Fucking Doom Slayer, fool. My boy.
Jersey boy, let's go.
That's funny.
Oh, we love Cage.
Oh man. Fill more pockets with that message right here. It says Ghost, Lost Souls, The Last of Us.
That's it.
Well, I'm telling you, The Last of Us has been going for a while. Like they literally.
And the remasters are just reminders.
It's always a
These-
reminder.
Every
That's
time they let
hilarious.
people go, The Last of Us. This is it. The Last of Us.
This is it. Oh
Oh
my god.
my gosh.
That's real wild.
Oh man.
It's the Doom the Dark Ages collector's helmet. Oh, that's dope.
Oh,
That's dope.
nice.
It
It's
looks
pretty
real sick.
fire.
I just can't see, because of vision.
And
such.
supposedly I
Meet
need
the cheater says
glasses.
CMoney versus Sight. I get that. Doodle, we know you couldn't see that shit for sure, for sure.
But listen, I was talking to you from experience. You got to snap a picture and then zoom in really tight. Sometimes you can make out what it is.
You know I can't
Sometimes
do
you
that. Way too
can't.
sensitive
I
for me.
guess that's a definition of maybe
Facts.
needing glasses.
Lord Ruff, this in the building. My
Maybe.
dude, thank you, my brother, for being here. Says, hey, C and Doodle. I'm having so much fun
Hey.
with this Ally X. I'm looking at my white Series X and thinking about cashing in.
Oh,
Listen, you gotta do what makes sense for you. If you're
agreed.
rocking out on the Ally X, you're playing Game Pass on there, fucking living your best life. Nobody, bro. It doesn't matter how you're interacting with the games you want to play, as long as you're interacting with the games you want to play.
And as long as you're having fun and
Yeah,
you're
man, fuck these
enjoying
people
yourself.
out here in these streets. If you don't own an Xbox, then you're not an Xbox fan. Fuck you, man. Fuck yourself.
What did they tell you? This is an Xbox. This is an
Yeah, bro.
Xbox.
Xbox
Come on, man.
told you, man.
And listen,
Enjoy it. Do what
yes,
you gotta do, man.
if
I
you're
paid
gonna
most of
do
my
it,
shit on the
this
Steam
may
Deck.
be the time because
Yeah, you get that
of
money,
the high
man.
demand.
Get that, 420. Shit,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
fucking fire. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do most of my gaming on the Steam Deck, streaming that bitch. Living my best life, man. I don't give a fuck. Enjoying that shit. Because I like to play whenever I can, not just when I have moments to sit in front of my TV and occupy it like this my fucking battleground. Like, back the fuck up, everybody. This is my time. It's my time right here. Leave me alone. I get that. I get real close. You know what I'm saying? Put my like this close away from the screen, so it's like full screen, big screen. No, I'm just playing. I don't do that. I'm not crazy.
No,
I'm not
no.
crazy, but I can't see. Ooh,
No,
I
but
like this
listen,
message.
I
Oh, go
think
ahead.
when there's so much available and it's just whatever's easiest to get your hands on, right? In however you can game throughout the day.
Agreed. Um, the homie Edward Lafferty. What's up, man?
Yo.
Here's a great message. If Marathon fails, will Sony cancel Fair Games?
Ooh.
First of all, there's a slight chance they probably already canceled that shit.
Mhm.
Okay, internally, they're just waiting to let what's her name? The lady that is famous for making a game 14 years ago and hasn't
Yes,
released
we were
anything since then.
talking about her.
Jade Raymond.
Yes, I think so.
I think that's her name.
I'm no bueno
It's
with
the only lady
names.
with clout for some shit that
Happened so long ago
happened
and just
so very
keeps
long
getting
ago.
away with keeping it's kind like Bungie,
Facts.
right?
Facts. Um, so I don't know. I it might be canceled already, but honestly, if Marathon fails, I think a lot is gonna change.
Oh, for sure.
I think a lot is gonna change. That's gonna be their catalyst for them to be like, yo, we're canceling all this shit and we're done with it. And you first party studios that are making first single player games, you got one shot. If Ghost of Yote fails, good night. If whatever
Mhm.
the fuck these other people are making fails, if Intergalactic fails, good night. Like I
I
really
mean, you
feel like
can't
they're on
blame
their
them. This
exit
is
ramp.
their I feel like this is their last run. Look at everything they cancel. I feel like the losses that they've taken. How do you come back from that? And to go Marathon is not looking good. I mean, it seems to be on the same path as freaking Concord and Ghost of Yote with everything that's going to be coming out around that time. I just don't see it being a hit. I don't I just I can't.
No,
Sorry, not sorry.
it's the truth.
Um, but I mean, they're in trouble. Like they're in trouble. And you're right. Intergalactic may be kind of further in. Once that happens, if it's not a success, I mean, Naughty Dog, close the door on your way out. I think that before they were very focused on, buying anime and TV and making these shows and movies. And I think that will just completely reinforce that and make them move quicker out of the, making software for gaming.
Agreed. Agreed.
I mean, what for? What are you doing it for? If people are not if you can't give people what they're looking for, if you can't spend the money that you need to spend and able to in order to be able to give them those experiences. And when you do go ahead and you kind of reach because Concord wasn't cheap to make, right? It looked cheap,
Facts.
like a raggedy hole in the middle of the street, but it wasn't. So, if you can't deliver games that they want and they're not showing up to support you in the way that you need them to right now, I mean, why even bother?
Facts. Agreed. 100%. We got our boy Space Shot in the building.
Sasha!
Says, please consider becoming a member for just $5 so
Yeah.
C-Money can update his glasses. I really probably should get some
You
new
probably should. It's like
glasses. It's
you
been a
need a
while.
new prescription. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I feel
I
that.
thought at first, like, oh, look at him, he's playing. And then I'm like, no, I think he can't see it. And then I'm like, okay, this is getting bad. So thank you,
Facts.
Space Shot. I think it's time.
I think so. We got the homie Lord Roughness in the
Lord
building. Thank you, my brother.
Roughness.
Says, real talk,
Let's
dads
go.
like us can't go in a room, close the door, and play on console. With family in another room, handheld gaming is the future. Facts. Yeah, I mean, like, what type of, like, listen, if you do that, I'm not knocking your hustle and shit. Like, all right, cool. But, like, I can't, like, just be like, all right, well,
I'm out.
see ya in a few hours. Enjoy your night. you know, be out. Come out one day and my daughters are 42 years old. What the fuck happened? Oh, well, you've been fucking sitting in that goddamn room all fucking the time playing all these games. Like, nah, man, you gotta make it work. Gotta make it work. It's just the reality.
Agreed. Agreed. You don't want to miss anything, man.
That's right, man.
It all has to
Absolutely.
just go together.
Yeah, man. Oh, I am. Oh, do you came out of the broke way inside? I'm waiting, man. Wonder when we're getting more info on the Rog Alley Xbox. I'm waiting.
Wow, Relski. Wow, the shade. The
Make sure you get
shade.
yours too. That's right. She do need those glasses,
I don't believe it. You can't listen. You
bro.
you have to be a certain age in order to need glasses. My eyes are not failing me yet. Perfect
Dude, you're
vision.
already smoking. What is gonna happen when you're wearing glasses? God damn.
You want me to get you've been wanting me to get glasses for quite a while now.
Just saying.
I think
You got the face for it.
it has something listen, I don't think it has that much to do with Meat-eating glasses?
It literally does. You literally were just standing here like this. Oh. You know how you gotta do a scene, you gotta take a screenshot like this, and then you gotta whoop, and then you can see everything. Blind ass. What are you talking about? You literally just described how to get around not being able to see shit.
He comes to me with his phone. I'm like, can you dim the light and can you just hold it over
like,
here?
What the fuck? Like it's normal. What's wrong with the fuck is going on?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Thank you,
fuck,
Relsky.
man.
I think I'm gonna take you up on that.
Lord Ruffles, be easy, dog. Be easy. Oh man, that's really funny.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That's gonna be something interesting when we both can't read
Yeah, that's gonna
the
go
chat.
down. That's gonna go down real good, actually. Real dope. Real dope.
Oh man.
I'm really
Oh.
I'm feeling the idea. We're both gonna be sitting there looking at each other stupid, like, who are you? I don't know. I can't see, but I assume it's you. I can't see. Fucking A, man.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Real quick. The last thing, and it's relatively quick. I just kind of want to say it, and just to dig the blade deeper. Let me go ahead and just skip this chapter real quick.
For what, CMoney?
For this reason right here.
No, I mean for what the chapter? What's it for? He just takes chapters.
For Man.
Okay, got it.
Listen, these things happen. Okay, these things happen. All right. So listen.
Lucas face.
What are the chapters for? For Man. You see them. You see these videos be going out.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
We need answers,
not everyone
CMoney.
is hardcore like you guys.
I feel like he's just pretending, right? And he's like, "Oh, that I think this may be something I should." The invisible chapters, right?
You guys are full of shit. You guys are full of shit. They get used, bro. This show has chapters. You guys talking about this trash. You see the videos. Don't try to play me. All right. Listen. This is a big deal.
Yes.
Satya Nadella has spoken.
Mm.
Okay, we got all the numbers and shit for Microsoft. They're killing it, crushing it. Huge things going on over there. I'll read these things right here, but these are the standouts, right? So Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella on Xbox for Q3 2025. Let me tell you something. When I read this next one, this is going to fuck up a lot of people. Are you ready? I think you're ready. Ended the quarter as the top publisher by pre-orders and pre-installs on both Xbox and the PlayStation 4.
Ooh.
Do you understand what that means?
That's wild.
That's crazy. But before we go deeper, PC Game Pass revenue up 45% year over year. Big numbers. Cloud gaming new record surpassed 150 million hours played for the first time this one quarter, 3 months, 90 days. Let's do the math because shit's getting emotional right now.
That's
all right, because
crazy.
People told me that the cloud ain't shit.
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, I mean, it is to others.
Okay, just a FYI. Okay, 150 million hours played for the first time is every single day for this quarter. There were 1,666,666 hours a day.
Damn.
A day. Hours.
That's crazy, dude.
If we turn that into minutes, that's 100 million minutes a day.
Cloud gaming.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't think all those people are playing that shit all pixelated.
I don't think so.
That's fucking wild.
And this is again, like, this is something that people have a strong opinion about. So as it continues to evolve, that number is just going to skyrocket.
So agreed, 100%. So getting back to that first point, because that's the one that's hilarious to me. Top publisher by pre-orders and pre-installs on the PlayStation Store. So this quarter on the PlayStation Store, Xbox was the most desired publisher. Their games were the most desired games on the PlayStation Store.
That's funny because
Mm.
weren't some people saying that they shouldn't put their games on another platform? Weren't some people saying that they should have waited another year before they started doing this? Yet somehow they're the top publisher on the PlayStation Store. Who would have thought that these
Who would
developers
have
were
thought?
just waiting for Xbox games? Now we saw this coming,
But
man.
we've been
You
preaching it the
did
whole
you
time.
see how fast these games got pre-ordered? Like, it was insane. It was
It's almost comical.
insane.
It's almost comical at this
Yes.
point.
I mean, it has to be such a conflicting feeling for Hiroki to be loving all that money coming in and understanding that these are Xbox games. So that 70%, you're just feeding your competition on another platform.
Mm.
This is wild. And listen, shamelessly, these scalpers are out there pre-ordering and buying these games. Not a second thought of what this is doing to the PlayStation brand, what it's doing to the PlayStation platform, what it says about their games. Not a second thought. Good for them,
Yeah.
you know?
Fuck yeah. I mean, it's beautiful, right? Like we talk about this all the time, and like we're not fucking around. Like Xbox owns the PlayStation Store.
Yeah,
PlayStation might as well just be an Xbox for them.
it is.
It's
It
just
is.
what it is, bro. They're taking your players right from underneath
Mhm.
your nose. They're converting them into Xbox fans
And they don't
right
even know it.
underneath your
They don't
nose,
even know what's happening.
bro.
Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? Like, the most hilarious thing that they're just laughing around, living their best life, thinking that they're winning, and in reality, they're just an experiment.
Facts, facts. um, Dude came out of the Broke Boy Insider says, "Did you see J Dub's tweet about Forza Horizon 5? He's like, why didn't someone tell me this game was so great?" Interesting. Fillmore says J Dub was finessed by Ponies to think Gran Turismo was better than FH5. Oh shit. Space Shot says early numbers seem to be 1 million new players in Forza Horizon 5 in less than a week. Mm, that's wild. That's a nice number, man. That's a nice number.
Agreed.
100%. Do you K now the Broke Boy Insider says
Yo!
PlayStation is the Xbox Series P. That's wild. That $2 super chat. Appreciate
Oh,
your phone.
I like that.
I think
Yes.
that's 100%, bro. 100% the case.
Yes.
Our brother Cage of Vampiro Borracho says,
Yo!
honest question. Xbox doesn't need Hiroki's okay to put games there, right? Correct.
They do not.
So, I mean, as long as their contract exists,
Mhm.
right? So they probably just have some type of contract that rolls over, or that is like just a ongoing contract unless something changes. Like I know there was a 10 years for Call of Duty
Yep.
they got. So basically they had a deal already in place though for like Minecraft and all that shit. And as long as those games are there, there's a contract in place. So as long as they're selling games actively there there's not a contract for like, hey, we can only sell this one game there.
Yeah, it's like,
It's
give us the okay
yes.
to put the
So
games
once
there.
we're able to put games there, we can put
Open the
whatever the
gate,
fuck
and
we
then we'll
want.
just slide through
So because they have
over
forever
and
games
over.
like Minecraft and Call of Duty, they'll always have the ability to put whatever they want as long as it doesn't break the terms of Sony shit, like their terms and conditions or whatever. So yeah, no, they're free.
They've opened the
They're free.
gates.
Oh yeah. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We have the homie DJ Brittle back with another $5 super
Yo!
chat, man. Appreciate you, my
Thank
brother.
you.
Says if Ponies think Sony aren't watching these metrics and numbers from Xbox and thinking how can they bring games to Xbox, they crazy. Facts. Facts. The question is whether it's even something that they think is necessary at this point. Because I was a big believer too that I thought they would want to put their games over, but I feel like PlayStation is just trying to get the fuck out.
They're just
They want to
trying
go in cruise
to
control.
see if they can be invisible
They really
and
though.
just pack up and see if no one will notice.
Yeah, just keep selling hardware.
I don't know. I think the big question for them to go ahead and step into that is, is it more work to go ahead and port these games, right?
Mhm.
Than what we're gonna get back for them.
Exactly.
If our own fan base, it's not putting up with our crappy games, I mean, they're on our platform for a reason. So if we grab those games that are not doing well and put them on another platform where they didn't choose us, what is that going to mean? What is that really going to do for us? Other than if they don't sell, we're going to look really bad. Because that's what comes into question. If your own people are not buying your games, if you put it on another platform and they don't sell there either, what does that tell you? I mean, Lego Ho didn't sell on the Switch much of anything, right? So, I mean, it could just be more of a problem and a reality check than they would want.
Big facts. Big facts. We got the homie,
Yo,
our brother, JD Gamer, back
what's
with
good?
another $5 super
Thank you.
chat, man. Appreciate you, my homie. Says the real thing here is that Xbox lives beyond the box.
Mhm.
And PlayStation is stuck only on its box. And that's why next gen Xbox will have the most players everywhere.
Agreed.
Big facts, dude.
Bars.
Big
Yes.
fucking facts.
I love that. Xbox lives beyond the box,
100%.
right? They said it themselves. This is about the games, right? And doing
And
right
that's
by the
what we're getting.
developers and the games. They switched that all around. And this is what
100%.
PlayStation has always been about. It's about the box, bringing people into our ecosystem. Like, come to the box, come to us if you want to be a part of this experience. And I think they went ahead and Xbox turned this all around and put the focus on the games and how are we going to go ahead and maximize those sales and have these games be seen? What do the developers want to do with what they've created? And I think that's changed the game for them. You know?
Agreed. Agreed 100%. I think Xbox is in a fantastic place to continue to just make a shit ton of money, which in turn they will put back into our Game Pass, into our pipeline of games. And it's just gonna keep going. I can't wait to see their next acquisition, bro. I can't. I'm so pumped to see what it is. They did two major acquisitions this generation. Are they going to do the third one in? Are they going to wait till the next gen starts to announce it? I feel like if you're going to do another one, it's going to be happening relatively soon. It might even happen on that June showcase, man. We keep hearing how crazy it's going to be. It will be real fucking crazy if they announce some fucking
Some big news.
Some acquisition around there. That'd be fucking crazy.
That's what's so exciting, right? I feel like it's it's exciting sometimes to hear the rumors and what may be happening, and then if they don't, if it's something that you're really hyped about and it doesn't happen, it's almost inevitable that you would feel like, even if it was a great show, that something was missing because you were expecting something to be there that didn't turn out to be. And then if it is there, right? It's you feel a little cheated out of the excitement of getting that initial reaction when you see something that's jaw dropping, and you kind of heard about it before it happened. Um so these are rumors are a double-edged sword.
Yeah, agreed.
But I do think they're gonna have a freaking fantastic show this June. I think it should have a lot more. I mean, the last one, you think about that and you're like, "Oh my gosh, how can that be topped?" And you see what just happened in April and you're like, "Oh, damn, okay." Um, hold on tight. Here we go. This is insane. This is insane what we've come to see when it comes to the gaming industry and what Xbox is bringing to the table, the quality of games, the months that we're getting, right? April out of like, who would have thought in February of how, like, that was crazy. And it was like, they just have to keep it going. We need a big game like Avowed in February. We need a big game in December. Um, I hope that they kind of like, remember when they had the first Dev Direct, and it was like, okay, they need to do this every year. Um and it
Agreed.
continued. These are
They
things
did.
and
They just kept it
moments that
going.
they have to kind of like grab onto and say, okay, these things need to happen. But I think that the lineup is just insane. The amount of games are just going to become more and more. They have an insane amount of studios, and that is not stopping them from going ahead and collaborating and
Facts.
going
Bringing more
ahead.
third party game
Yes,
base,
and
big
going
ones
ahead
that
and
we want.
exactly. So it's a big deal that they are not stopping, even though they have more than enough. So that when you think of that and the collaborations and everything, it makes you feel like, an acquisition is to come sooner than later.
Agreed. Agreed. And honestly, when you look at these numbers, I mean, we're not going through their numbers per se completely. Their numbers have gone up across the board, obviously, except for hardware that declined a little bit like over year, which is wild because that means there's still a lot of people who are purchasing the console, right?
Mhm.
Like there's still people buying, but it went down a little bit. But everything else way up. I mean, Game Pass for PC at 45% growth.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. That's huge. They're moving in the right direction. All this is doing is proving out that this was the right call. And remember, this is not this past month. Like this doesn't include uh April, if I'm not mistaken. So like we had crazy amount of games that came through. I can't even imagine. And then with next month with Doom, I'm sorry, shit, we're in May.
We're
God
in
damn.
May. Yes.
Wow.
Beginning of May.
That's real
Just
crazy.
got started.
That's real
But
crazy.
yeah, going back to the beginning of the show and the conversation we had about the prices. And you think of the fact that they don't want to lose any money right now. If people are not necessarily shifting the way that they would want them to, what's the point of having a console that's worth much more at such a cheap price,
Yeah,
right? If you're gonna take the leap, we might as well make some money.
agreed.
So if having it at a nice entry point is not shifting much, if having Game Pass on it is not shifting much, your games are selling everywhere else. Whoever wants to come and buy the console, join in. Awesome. Um, but when that happens, they might as well make some money.
Agreed 150%. And I think with that idea right there, think that's where we're gonna end it. Guys, what a fucking show.
Yes.
Man, shout out to
Thank you
everybody
for
who was
rocking
live in the
out.
building with us, rocking out, man. Appreciate y'all so much for coming to hang out. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow night,
Yes.
8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be here with Night Shift. We'll be Doodle, myself, of course, the homies Hargeet and Demo. And I think tomorrow we're gonna have some giveaways that we're gonna be doing. So it's gonna be a fun time. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So definitely come and be here for that. Of course, obviously, shout out to everyone who super chatted, man. You guys are the shit. Thank you again for the support. Thank you to our homie who gifted 5, our boy Coach the Canuck.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to all of our Patreon members and our YouTube members. You guys are the shit. Always remember the show is brought to you by you, man. So thank you, man. We appreciate y'all. And of course, you know we want to shout out our elite members. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Culture the Canuck, Music 72, and Queen Witch. We appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are so awesome. So thank you. And of course, our inner circle members, our boy Big Migs and our homie Pragmatic Eel. You guys are the shit. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, guys.
Shout out to the first 3 people in the chat, the specials of the show. That's right. It's our boy Space Shot, Be Nice, and Cage, El Vampiro
Borracho.
And he also was the first super chat with that $2, man. Appreciate you, homie. And of course, the biggest super chat came in by our boy Do You K Now, the broke boy inside it with that $10 super chat. And our gifted memberships, of course, was from our boy Coach of the Canuck with those 5. So thank y'all so much. Great to see people who were here at the beginning, like our boy Cage. You know, our homie Space Shot was there as well. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
I mean, honestly, you guys are the shit. So thank you all for rocking out with us. So again, tomorrow, I said, right? 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Night shift. Let's fucking go. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the show.
I thought you fell asleep.
The way we end every single show.
It's a long pause.
Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.